3 kids, siblings, young. It's a small, crowded, smoky room. Scratches cover the floor and up the walls 4 feet up. You hear a gruff pair of elves talking outside. They were just supposed to be insurance for the dead. It wasn't meant to go that way. They weren't meant to die. A silence so resonant within your soul falls. Everyone's mind seems to slosh through emotions as it hits you that, yeah, these kids' families are dead. Before that pit drops, a brush of cold comes showing your breath. A door crashes, the sound of metal against metal, scratching, splintering wood, and whooshes of magic. Between the bars at the top of the door, you see a splash of dark liquid, and then the silence is back, but now interrupted by slow boot steps. The clink of a door unlocking one by one in the hall. Then yours unlocks and swings open. You see before you a tall Jadis, wrapped in a red woolen cloak, fiercely staring into the cell. I hear you need a place to stay. Come. You'll be more comfortable than the cell. Might even be some cookies. And you won't be alone. A warm hand surrounds the kids. It seems frosty though as well. A weird contradiction that takes the kids' hands and carries them out into the winding streets. And now you guys are walking into this bar. You just said hi to the bar owners, and you're heading over to grab a seat. Timothy's over, playing with some cards with a couple kids. What are you guys wanting to do?
I'm gonna grab the whole group. We're gonna go sit at a table.
Okay.
Let's go to this table over here.
Which table is this?
This one over here.
And then Drod's out in the streets, correct? Still, or?
Yep. Drod is looking around the edges of the streets for not like flowers that have been planted, but like wildflower kind of deal.
He's not gonna come in?
He will join in second. Something I must do.
Alright, I'd like, while Drod's doing that, I'd just, I guess give him a quick perception check.
You do. Perception is mind, is it not?
Yep.
Yes.
That is, the first one is a 20. With a natural 19.
Wow.
Again, the double click continues to irk me.
I like how this is very different from when you rolled for Warden.
But this is different from than I've ever rolled, actually.
You've slowly progressed up in dice. You had your D6, then you had your D10, then what, like a D12, and now you actually have a full D20?
I once played a game in Yahtzee where I scored under 50 points.
Okay.
Like a full... Wait, we don't have time! Yeah. That feels like a whole thing. As you guys sit down, the one brother, Ash, comes, drops a bunch of menus up, and walks away.
All right.
Okay. So a couple things I gotta get through, you guys, before anything else happens. So if you guys haven't noticed, we're kind of at the edge of Cruz's territory. Mostly because I thought the best idea was to bring Timothy somewhere where I knew he'd probably be taken up by the wardens. So that's why we're here. But saying that, you guys are technically outsiders, so do be mindful if you mention Cruz. I should be okay as long as I'm around. But just be careful, you don't want to upset the wrong people.
Yeah, totally. We don't want to upset the wrong people.
Yeah.
I'm going to take out that letter that I've had that I got at Clint's, and going to give it a bit of a read. I know it. I just need to say it in game.
Okay.
Then, okay. After that, we learned about. It was informant. What was it against? Who was pushing into the Cruz's territory?
The Pocus Pocus.
Right. Okay. So I have to inform certain people about that. I'm taking all of you guys with me because I can't leave you guys alone out here. I don't want you guys to end up hurt or anything. But we are gonna have to meet with more intimidating folk,
Fun.
and then some more, I guess, cared for individuals that could set up Athel for maybe a job temporarily until I can get a hold of Cruz or they can. But first we gotta meet with the intimidating folk. I mean, they're sweethearts to me, but I would say stay close to me.
Your keyboard, Milo. Oh my word.
I know.
Yeah, I just realized that I don't have the same things when I'm using voice mod. This should be
it's
better, but then
so
the
loud.
recording. I need a like a mute button on my mic or something. Yeah. Anyways.
Does your mic not have a mute button? Are you operating
Yeah.
from 20 years ago?
It has
My mic-
it has a dial.
Oh, wow.
It has a dial, so it's
dial's good enough. Yeah.
it's good enough, but it also would be a lot easier if I could just press a button and then have it mute itself in OBS and everywhere. Anyways, yeah, Drod, feel free to decide for yourself when you think you'd find a flower. It's a pretty nice street, pretty well kept.
I was gonna say, with a 20, I feel like I'd be able to find one pretty quick.
Yeah.
Alright, Drod grabs it, and while Thea, you keep talking, and then I'll walk in.
Okay. So first up on the list. So this is how the list is gonna go. Okay. So please try to keep to the list, keep to the schedule. We're gonna meet with a group named the Crossroads. Okay. They're more intimidating. They're the ones that kind of, if you get in the wrong situation, they will not be merciful. I gotta talk to them. They're sweethearts to me, so stick to me and be mindful of what you say. And then we gotta meet with the Fates. Well, they're not.
With
That's
who?
not their name. The Fates. That's the nickname Cruz gives them. Cruz likes to give out names sometimes, like nicknames.
Have
So-
we been given nicknames yet? Like, is that a good sign?
Usually if you get a nickname, it's a good sign.
Have we been given a nickname yet?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, I do, but Cruz has to meet you guys before to come up with a nickname.
Yeah, we haven't really met her in person.
And then that brings me to here. Okay, this tavern is where Crossroads usually hang out. So they usually have like a symbol they're wearing. Not all the time though. It's more of a subtle thing, but they should be somewhere around here. At least one of them, and I can figure out where their commander is, kind of thing.
What's so special about the Crossroads? May I inquire?
The Crossroads. So they're the ones that like make sure that there's like no. So one of the biggest things that you gotta be mindful of is how the kids are treated here. They're taken care of like wholeheartedly, and if something goes wrong, they're the ones that you have to answer for. But
Okay.
they're just more of intimidating folk, and you just gotta be mindful of how you act towards them.
Sound like
I'm sure with our friend Drod here, we are also equally intimidating folk.
Is he inside? Because I need to talk to him. I need to tell him to not.
He sat
just
down
told me.
right next to you. For reference, while you were talking, it would have been informant, and Athel would have just seen Drod walk in, look around, make a poor perception check, go over to the bar, look around again, come back halfway through the room, look around again, kind of like notice, and then come over.
Yeah. And I'm like, I mean, sure, he doesn't look like he knows what he's doing, but at the same time, and I'm like, I tilt my head upwards. I'm like, and you just see my hair stand on end, and I'm just like, yeah, I think he's.
I
equally
see your hair
intimidating.
stand on end through a full leather coat.
Well, it's more so like I kind of like get tense, shrink up, and then look back down at normal people level, and I'm like, normally I'm short, but
the old one. He reaches over and taps you gently on the head.
Okay.
His hand like envelops your whole head, but it's very gentle and like actually like very fine tuned control as he like pats it and ruffles it up a little bit and then draws it back.
Thank you.
Wait,
Drod.
where is Drod? Drod, I thought it was at the bar.
I see
no,
he
he
came
came
over.
over.
Oh, he came
A
over.
little
Yeah.
You
was it?
we wouldn't have known that Drod was at the bar. You only know he's there because he's with us now.
Yes.
True.
So
So
Rod looks down at the flower in his hands and then back to Thea and then looks around and kind of just shuffles a bit more into his seat.
okay, Drod,
Yes.
I need you to be on your best behavior, okay? Or you're gonna be on timeout like eyes.
Rod
I've done
frowns.
nothing wrong.
You
Reminder for the
believe you have
people.
power
Did
over
did
space and
Eyes do
time.
something wrong?
Yeah, he told me he was gonna be 5 minutes, and he was not 5 minutes.
We took
Wait,
a bit
I
longer.
have questions.
Okay, you have
You
questions?
control power of space and time itself?
Me?
Oh, no, I understand. This is the Jude speaks of this. This is called metaphor.
Yes.
When
Yes.
time is out, I am dead.
Yes. That's what it is.
Oh.
So anyway, you were mentioning something about the Crossroads people having signs and symbols and such.
Yeah, Okay, so they're the ones that you gotta be more worried about, because there are district guards, but Crossroads kind of answered to Cruz more.
I mean, we answer to Cruz as well. I mean, I don't see why we shouldn't be equally respected in this situation. I'm just a little unsure. Like, we've been helping Cruz a fair bit here.
You've been helping her for a bit, but Crossroads has devoted their whole lives to being, like, with Cruz.
They've probably
if-
met Cruz already too.
They have.
And when will we get to meet this Cruz?
Good question. I don't know, but probably get more information now that we're closer to her territory. So, I'm gonna look around and see if I recognize anyone from the crossroad, Milo.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Okay. My computer is not working currently. One sec.
Roll dice.
Just a roll.
Roll a mind. If you have a dice right on the handy, your mind modifier is 1.
Yeah. I'll just roll dice. Hopefully it shows up. Did it show up?
No.
No. Yeah. My computer is deciding not to.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
That's tragic. That is very tragic.
That really is tragic. Yeah, you kind of look around and it's... Yeah, you can't see anyone right now from where you're sitting.
Okay.
There seems to be, like, some other people that, just... normally just a bunch of workers, Timothy's still playing, seems to be having fun with these other kids. Yeah, doesn't seem to be much. Ash is, walking back and forth, kind of serving people.
Okay, I'm
he's
gonna
taking
wave
dishes
down
and
to
stuff.
Ash. Ash!
Yeah?
Have the crossroads been in here yet?
Yeah, Thorkin's right at the bar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Is he busy?
I mean, about as busy as he is when he stops by. Pretty focused on that steak.
Can you tell him that I'm here and I would like to talk to him?
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, and he just he walks away. And not before long, you see a decently tall Rorik come over with some just really nice blue fur, looking all kinds of rough. The way he kind of holds himself, even though it's more of a casual leather jacket underneath and with some slacks, he seems to handle himself almost just like a royal knight of some kind. As he looks around at you guys, he just takes you in, looks at Thea, just does a kind nod before.
Just keeps looking at you. It doesn't just. Yep, that's all he does as a greeting.
Okay. Hi Thorkin. I have some information if you would like to sit down for a sec about things going on around outside the territory.
He goes over to this table and pulls up a chair, just right here.
Okay. So, there is a group trying to push, well, maybe pushing, into Cruz's territory. So I think it'd be a good idea to make sure to let the people know. It was the Hocus Pocus, right, informant?
The Bogus Pocus.
Oh, the Bogus Pocus. Sorry.
We do have. I'm like, wait a minute. Does Athel still have a uniform of the Bogus Pocus? 'Cause it might have been in the bag.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's in the bag.
Oh no!
Yeah, were you wanting to ask Ethel to get it out?
I'm like, Athel, could you pull out that one item, please? Anyway, the Bogus Pocus, they usually wear purplish items. They're there's been a lot of apparently some power vacuums occurring in recent works, and it's led them to be quite pushy. They've already laid some threats against some of the senators that Cruz has under her thumb.
Yeah, Ethel picks it out. And just places on the table. Thorkin turns to you and just goes, I do know the Bogus Pocus. They're annoying pests. They're actually making a play, you say?
It would appear that way. You may have heard tales of the underground, the fall of. Who was it that died in the underground?
Murray.
You may have heard of Murray's passing. It's led to a lot of different things. But yeah, the Bogus Pocus definitely has been making some plays for some of Cruz's territory. They've already threatened a few of our individuals.
Quite ambitious. I wonder if they actually know what they're even trying to deal with right now.
No, I do.
So you wanted to arrange a meeting, you said there, Thea.
Yeah, I was hoping that you know if like one of the fates is available.
Yes, they're working on preparing the festival right now, actually.
Oh, we're having a festival?
Beginning of the month.
Oh.
Should be in a couple days' time.
Oh, perfect. Okay. I'll definitely have to be here then.
Yeah. Wouldn't want to miss it.
Are they still gonna have the shadow puppet on story?
Yes. Yeah, they seem to have gotten some new puppets this year too. Some new cutouts.
Oh, I definitely have to be here then. You guys, she's gonna turn to the group. You guys definitely need to see that.
Whatever you say, boss.
The informant notes the childlike joy within Thea's voice as she's begun talking about the festival and is like, interesting. Joy.
It's
Intriguing.
quite exciting.
It's,
Yeah, there's
Thorkin
always so
gives
much-
like a weird. It almost looks like a snarl, but you can tell it is a very happy smile for him.
Yeah, there's always a lot of food, and there's always like a lot of alcohol. There's lantern painting, and the shadow puppet. It's always a lot of fun. A lot of food too.
A lot of fresh rocks and gemstones. Quite delicious, delectable with the delicacies.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, this sounds.
Oh, Thorkin, I should probably introduce you. This is the informant. This is Eyes. That's Athel, and this is Drod.
Mm.
Yeah, he's newer to the group than the rest of them.
Drod lifts one hand, which is still holding the flower, and the other hand waves.
I think I'm familiar with this one. Where's Jude? I thought he was supposed to be looking after him.
His shift is over. He will be back in next 10 to 12 hours.
Hmm.
In meantime, I have found friends.
Yeah, we're taking care of him, so it's fine.
I must admit, this has been most exciting past 3 hours.
3
goodness,
hours.
that's right, it's been only 3 hours.
Hmm. Exciting. What does Rod think was so exciting in these past 3? You know,
There
I should
was
just.
small child. He did not understand. Oh, is small child right here? He does not understand how metals work. But then turns out I do not understand how metals work. Bad metal hurts bad.
I'm guessing I should
Also,
just get you
staring
to have a meeting.
contest with singular eye, terribly painful. But success if you punch it.
I'm just gonna get a meeting going. We'll be back
Oh,
soon.
wait a second, Thorkin.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Before you go, there was weird incident that the group dealt with the wings, Lord's Wing. That's like out by the corner.
The Wings
just
Lord
keep an-
Tavern.
Yeah, just keep an eye on that place. It's kind of, it gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I'll let some people know. We welcomed it kindly as Gyoto was opening it, but if there's something interesting going on, is this more than just the location? Is this people inside of it, or?
Well, I wasn't there, but Athel and Eyes and the informant were there. They'd be able to tell you more about it.
This is about safe and warm, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, safe and warm seems like there was some borderline cult behavior. It was a little concerning. We found some corpses in the back, and by some I mean many. Below the entire building was a wine cellar, but it was patrolled by orange goop monsters. They had a seemingly, they also had, we procured this bogus costume, but they also had some other uniforms and such within their basement. And
such as?
Such as warden armor, other general skills wear, not all of which is difficult to acquire, but still concerning how much they had.
Warden armor. Thea, did you take any look at which uniforms they had?
I did not. They kind of stuffed it in a bag. I haven't had a chance.
We stuffed what we could in a bag, but said bag also turned out to be transformative in nature. which came out of flaw.
I see. Quite interesting. I will set up the meeting post haste then.
Thank you.
And this time, instead of going to the back of the bar, he ends up going out the front. Disappearing out the door pretty quickly.
Guys, that was the crossroads commander. Okay, so if he's around, please behave.
I was behaving. What do you mean?
I know.
I'll-
You guys did awesome. Just keep it up.
Yeah. We're respectful people. That's never been the problem.
I don't want any misunderstanding.
That's fair. Mm,
Also, I should mention that wardens aren't really liked around here, and that's why I probably shouldn't mention them. And that's why I stopped you, informant, from putting on that armor.
Of course, no worries.
mm.
Is this something between Cruz and the Warden, or is this...
Yeah, you could say that.
Ooh, beef.
It's more like the Cruz has an idea of how she wants to run things, and don't they, the wardens, like it?
I presume not. Cruz is...
Drod is staring confusedly at Tharkin as he leaves.
Cruz has her own realm. She's we'll call her a major player, albeit maybe not the most legal of means. And the Warden seeks to reinstate order. Yeah, they'll bump heads.
Yeah. Thea's gonna look over at John. Are you okay?
He's just strange to me. He seems like such strong warrior.
Hmm?
Like brave and majestic wolf.
Mm-hmm.
So it's confusing as to why he would be leader of construction crew.
That's how he just earns a living.
By building roads that cross each other?
Yes.
The informant is gonna look like while this is happening, after rolling his eyes real hard, is gonna take a look to see if he recognizes any other individuals within this bar. And then we'll move towards the bar to get a drink, promptly.
Oh.
All right,
Drod
yeah,
is now
make
staring
a mind check.
perplexedly at his flower.
The informant, could you get me a glass of ale as you go?
Don't give him. No, he gets drunk too easily.
That was because Alfaster was drugging me at the same time. Yeah, he was.
I think you should
I
stick
was-
with coffee.
I don't think I've ever had coffee.
Well, then we
what-
should try coffee.
What's coffee?
It's a bitter tasting drink that can give you energy.
Like.
How about we just
that-
order one and you try it?
All right, I'll trust you, boss. Mm,
And if you don't like it, I'll buy you sweets or something.
sounds like a plan. Okay.
What about you, Dredd? Do you want anything?
And why do we work for cruise ship? Why do road builders and cruise ship work so well together?
Do you want tea while you ponder?
It's good to use for small children. I will take hard ale.
Okay.
As you say that, you see this guy whose size rivals your own as well, Ash, just with a little cup of tea, and he just kind of looks at you and just.
In my
Anyways,
culture.
hi
at
Theo.
least.
Could I offer you anything off the menu?
Yeah. Can I get a coffee, a ale, right, Dredd?
Drod looks over at. Is this an orc or a glade runner?
It's a half orc. Half orc,
Half-orc.
half orc, half what do you call it? You. Jotun.
Half Jotun. Okay.
Yeah.
Drod kind of like looks over at the guy and then looks at the guy's biceps and then looks at his own biceps and kind of flexes them to see which are bigger.
He's gonna have tea.
No. Wait. Whose are bigger?
For biceps.
Yeah.
Roll perception check.
Let me do.
Distance between you and them. Yours will naturally appear
Yeah.
bigger from this distance.
Do a might check real quick. You can beat that. Yours are bigger.
Oh.
Come on, you oh.
Yep.
Aw,
His are bigger.
you are very impressive. I will have ale size of your biceps.
No, no. Half of that, please.
No, is
Half,
simple. I have
oh.
lived literally centuries. I can handle ale. It's not like vodka. Vodka would be suicide if I had this much.
They
Ale, much less.
They make the best, like, alcoholic drinks here, so they're a little stronger.
Heck, leader, are you demanding that I follow your lead and have tea in this place?
No, you can have a smaller size ale.
I don't
not
want
this-
small anything. I will either have that much tea or that much ale.
Fine, then have that much tea.
Ugh.
What kind of tea would you like?
Give him chamomile tea, because he needs to calm down.
You know what? Actually, this is a great idea. I know of many homebrew family recipe teas. I will join you at bar and show you which tea I would like.
I don't think that's allowed.
No, simple. I will just point across bar at the tea. Come.
All
I
right.
will pay extra.
You say so.
Excellent.
At that, Ash just immediately goes, "Okay." Yeah, and yeah, he leads the way.
Okay. So now that Dron's gone, I'm gonna tuck away the vial that Lucian puked out. Put that away for later.
Where the informant goes? The informant left.
I went to get a drink.
Oh.
Yeah, the informant went to the bar, saw Drod approaching to where he was, and booked it to the other side of the room.
Okay.
For you, Drod, as you approach the bar, you see behind it in a pink apron, specific like making some by the looks of it, it's some kind of like baking batter of some kind. There's another half orc, half Jotun. This one a little bit larger, who just kind of gruffly just looks up at you. Has a very full beard that is like almost like starting to crawl up their cheekbones. They just kind of they just look at you and just go, just mutter something off to their brother in a language you don't understand. And he mutters something back, and then he comes back. It's like, if you want tea with that, we could steep a chamomile ale.
Drod looks over. What's the guy next to me drinking?
He has chamomile tea.
Is there any ale anywhere around?
Does not look like he can see any ale. He probably would have seen some people with some flagons on the way in, but there's none at the bar.
I'm
right
gonna
now.
make a perception check in the past. Were any of
Yep.
them ale?
I mean, unless you walked over and looked, you'd have no way of knowing. But they were big enough in the same kind of mug that a lot of restaurants would use for more alcohol beverages and stuff.
I would like the kind of tea that is called ale. And I would like to change my request. I no longer want as much as your biceps He turns and points at the guy behind him. I would like as much as his biceps.
All right. I can manage that. You're paying extra?
Of course.
You have money?
You see him walk into the back, then he walks out front. And he has instead of like an actual mug, he has a small barrel, which he puts on the counter, just with one hand, just cracks open the top, and just throws in like, and just, opens a box of tea and just shakes them in, and just goes, there you go.
Is that ale tea?
Yep.
Drod is going to is that a deception check, or
No.
is that a...
He's following what Thea said, but he's like, if you're paying extra for the ale, he's just gonna do both. It's kind of his kind of thought.
Ah. Drod just kind of like grits his teeth and then nods and says, "This is good. You may put this on tab. I will be back for more, likely."
Ash raises his eyebrows and just goes, all right, I trust Thea. Okay.
And then Drod returns with this small casket of ale tea.
Oh my goodness.
Can I help you
Now,
with something,
in one
little fella?
hand is a huge casket, and in the other hand is the little flower still there.
Drod, what did you do?
I asked for tea.
You asked for tea. Okay. And
Yes.
they gave you
I asked for tea, and they gave me tea.
tea, but the size is different from what I requested.
I asked for size of man's biceps, and then I did what Jude told me to do.
Which is what?
Well, he said when you walk into establishment, anytime that you are asking for something special, you say the words, "I will pay extra," and that's how you get it. And
Drod, but you don't have money, do you?
I assume you.
I have
You have no money.
strange
you can only-
circular things. These
Yeah.
circular things, and he puts 35 ek on the table. I
Okay.
have this.
That is not much, okay? And that means you cannot pay extra, so you're lying.
No, it's simple. Every time Jude tells me, or rather, this was not Jude. Jude told me that you have to tell people that you will pay them. He said something afterwards about exchanging small round things, but these are useless and have no practical value, so I never bother with it. So instead, I listened to what my friend in prison once told me, which is anytime you go somewhere and they ask you to pay, you simply say, "I will make tab," and then this is acceptable payment.
Okay, do you know what those words mean?
It means it's acceptable payment.
It means that you are putting the charge or whatever the cost is to someone else and giving that person the responsibility for them to pay for whatever you bought, which is wrong.
At this point, Draw is like, give me a second to think about words you say. And then he, like, drinks, like, a third of the casket. Just, like, gulp, gulp, gulp the whole way, and then puts it down. So what you say is, if I make tab, this forces you to walk up to him also and say you have tab.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Imagine you have no money. Someone says, "Oh, put it on Drod's tab." Then you owe whatever the amount is, even though you didn't buy it.
I still don't understand this concept of purchase. Is it like earning?
Mm-hmm.
I have to earn this.
Yes, you do have to
Oh,
earn
what-
it.
This makes so much more sense. But where is Ring? Drod's gonna look around. Does he see anything that looks circular?
The only thing that would have been anywhere remotely circular would have been the stools at the bar.
Okay, but okay, John, you earn it by working, okay? Or if you have these coin things that you earn by working, you can use those.
So I have to offer work in exchange for goods.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't like work that they do.
I know you don't. So be careful when you say, I'm gonna put it on a tab.
And to be honest, this tea after flavor is slightly off-putting, but not entirely terrible.
That's good. That's good. They make really good stuff here.
Yes, I will offer them half a work for my half satisfaction.
You know, this time I'll cover the tab. Okay? Next time, you have to do it. Okay?
Uh,
The Drod looks around. Is there a carpet somewhere?
Absolutely no carpet whatsoever.
Drod takes off like one of the I guess he's got like a shoulder pauldron kind of deal. He like unbuckles his like shoulder pauldrons and like
yeah.
lays them over
Are
the
you still
casket.
wearing a bear pelt?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no, I'm wearing a bear pelt. Sorry, he takes the bear pelt and like covers the thing in front of him. And he kind of like hesitantly looks over at Thea. Is this covering my tip?
Yes, I'll take it. I'll take it for you, okay?
He starts handing the bear pelt to Thea.
How heavy is that bear pelt?
Ooh,
You know-
that's Google time.
Oh,
I feel like Trot is just handing off like 50 pounds of fur, and Thea's just like,
Bear pelt
Okay,
would be
but-
more than
love
like
this.
20 or 30 pounds.
Okay, well,
Black bear pelts can often be between 21 kilograms and 27 kilograms.
Oh,
so
Okay, I lied. 30 to 40 pounds, but
That's like 50 pounds minimum.
it's not that heavy.
yeah, it's not bad. Also,
You know- You know what Thea's gonna do? Thea's gonna pretend to struggle to pick it up and be like, Drod, I can't carry this. Can you carry it for me until I find a place to put it?
well, this doesn't make sense. Why would weak person be pack leader? And then will immediately regret his decision and will say, I'm sorry, I will take this because you requested it.
Thank you.
boss, I just want to throw this out there.
Mm-hmm.
That like, since Drod's gonna stay,
Mm-hmm.
instead of giving him the useless shiny things, you just pay his tab. You know, like
That's what I thought, but this he might run a high tab, so I need him to make sure that he's not spending too much.
that seems just like collateral damage.
Well, we're gonna try to keep collateral damage to a minimum.
Fair enough. Also, actually, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we shouldn't have a bear pelt because he kind of looks like a dude I know, Carl. Just carrying around some dude's like skin is generally just looked down upon. I'm just gonna throw that out, but hey,
I mean, probably, but I'm sure there's weirder things out here.
all right, trust you, boss.
Does he look too similar to whoever you knew?
Oh no, it's not Carl. I saw him like about 3 weeks ago. He works in the south. He's fine. He sells fish.
Okay. I mean, if we ran into a bear, maybe it'd be trouble. Maybe we should give it to someone, at least for safekeeping.
Yeah.
We'll hang on to it until I can figure out who I can give it to, which is we'll be able to actually keep it safe or something.
Yeah.
Also, I was waiting for better time, but it appears that there will not be. So I grabbed these for you, and he hands over the little flower.
Oh, that's so sweet. To me?
Yes.
How
Well,
come?
I was
gonna grab it.
feeling bad that you were feeling bad. You are a leader of this pack, which is obvious. But, well, pack has been good to me. It appears that I have caused you great. I don't know what, but you seem to be upset regularly with the way I act, which is okay. There are many who have been upset with the way I act, but I try my best to show people the decency they deserve. So, I got you this to remind you as leader that even if certain times people do not listen to you, or you may feel that you are not strong or important enough, then you can remember that you are like this flower. It may not seem as impressive as other flowers. It may not be as large or as pretty, but if you look at where it grew on street in the face of adversity. And so even small things can accomplish great deeds if left to grow in the right soil.
That is so sweet, John. Thank you. She's gonna grab it.
And with that, you get a that is a heart to heart. Once per session, you may say a meaningful thing to someone, giving them a 1d6 boon. It is a additional d6 that you can spend on any roll that you wish.
Oh.
So you can just hold on to that for a while.
I should just make boons an actual inventory item. Let's do that real quick.
I'm going to.
Meanwhile, Satan is going to make boons a inventory item for us.
Did you just say call me Satan?
Yes.
Yeah, the voice mod is very much Satan.
Oh no, the voice mod.
Just it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've had it for a while.
There we go.
It's like,
Cool.
Yes, hello, yes, I should make food as an actual item. It's like, oh no.
It's just like you're talking regularly, and then out of nowhere is like, yes, this is a good idea.
I'm going to. You haven't seen Malachite, so I'm gonna pull out Malachite. It's a tiny little fox that has like black fur and like a little bit of a moss growing on its back, and then its tail is made out of branches.
Oh, this is adorable little thing.
And then I'm gonna put the flower in, kind of like braided into the tail. This is Malachite, Drod.
Drod is going to reach out a hand to pet Malachite.
I would not do that. I'm gonna grab Malachite. Malachite is very, very shy to strangers.
Drod slows down, and he's going to make a heart check to try to connect with it. It's a 14.
I don't know if that you can do that. You gotta ask Milo.
What were you doing? Sorry.
I made a heart check to talk with, or to communicate and show friendliness to small woodland creature.
Malachite.
The woodland creature. Yeah. I mean, like it does not target the individual. Yeah. The as you're kind of just trying to, appease the woodland creature. It seems cautious, like kind of like that kind of cat thing where it's he's very much like, don't touch me, but you can be near me, you can interact with me a bit, but I don't hate you.
He is a nervous little thing.
It does not seem
Very
nervous at all.
adorable.
It's like apathetic.
Drod's just gonna see the world his way.
Yeah. just wanted to clarify that enough still, because you would tell that, but
Yep.
Yeah, this is Malachite didn't have the best relationship with other, I guess, people. So he's very wary of others that aren't me or people that he knows already.
Wheel, and he reaches his hand from away from where he's been, like, kind of just like scruffing behind Malachite's ear. Wheel, I will leave him alone and let him grow more comfortable.
Thank you.
Also, what is next on today's agenda? I'm very excited, and he clacks down, and you guys haven't really been paying attention, but the ale tea casket thing is now empty.
Okay.
Oh, what did we say was how did we do like the kind of constitution thing there?
I imagine it's might, but
I would assume so.
Might's good enough.
also, is there a storm? What's the weather outside, Milo? Is it going to be storming soon, or what?
Here's a fun thing. So the thing I use for a calendar does actually, because it let me set seasons and all that. I actually do know the weather.
I know,
without
which is why
making
I'm asking.
I know, I love it. It makes me excited every time. Yeah, it'd be considering it's earlier in the morning at this point, probably just during sunrise, as the sun is being resummoned. It would be roughly 10 degrees Celsius, which is 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't know why I'm mentioning that. Jude isn't here. There's a bit of a breeze. You can tell there's maybe some light clouds, but overall it's a fairly clear sky. It's a nice kind of almost spring, I guess it would be ish.
Is there any way to tell the future of weather in Canthorn, or
probably Drod would not know.
There's no like public posters or anything of
How the weather's gonna be?
yeah.
There probably would be on like farms and stuff, but a lot of the people in the city, unless there's like drastic weather changes, people wouldn't really care. And the people that would be able to tell probably wouldn't care enough to tell most people in some of the non-rich districts.
All right, so it just looks like there's not going to be any kind of thunderstorm today.
No.
Okay.
He drank all the booze. God. Did you drink
yes.
all of it already?
Well, yes. I was
Storm.
thirsty.
Do make
I
a might
ripped
check
Doll's
though.
head off and made it into torch. This was great plan, but required much energy.
Okay. So you weren't here for the little meeting. We are going to go meet with some important people.
Excellent.
Okay. They're very nice. I think you'll like them. Be nice back.
Were you guys
Sounds
grabbing any food here?
I haven't even got my coffee yet.
It's been like
yeah, sorry, yeah, yeah. That was a distracted. He at some point would have definitely just dropped by and given the coffee and everything.
Okay. Are you guys hungry though?
Didn't we like?
Yeah.
Ago?
Drod hands the ale teeth casket thing to the half orc, empty. I would appreciate if you could give me second. But
no.
first, I am told that I must cover my tab. And he just kind of like takes off the bear skin and puts it over the ale casket in the guy's hand.
Why do you have someone's skin?
Just take it.
I found it and nobody else claimed it.
Yeah, it was just a skin.
Where did you find someone's skin?
It was in a room and there was nobody in it except for the skeleton.
That was at the
Different
Wings.
skeleton.
It's a different place.
Wings Lord Tavern, I believe, yes.
The Wings
Actually,
Lord-
hold on. Before I say anything about that, let me go ahead and... Oh, never mind, yes. Wings Lord Tavern, yes. I know the place well.
They had a skinned person?
Well,
That is
no, the
something.
skeleton was there, and then skin was on floor. Made good rug, also made good backpack, but it also covers tab. And he pats it.
This is police evidence. Like, this is very alarming. Have you just been walking
Don't worry,
around
there
with the
was
skin
a
of a...
police officer with us.
Yeah.
There was a district
Frankly,
court.
I would just do as Drod says. Not that we don't know this.
The pelt wouldn't cover
Just
it, even if
because
it
he
wasn't
doesn't-
belonging to a person.
I'll cover it for Ash, please just take the pallet of like the bear. Let someone from the crossroads know. I'll cover the rest.
I'll put it in the back. I'm guessing the usual for you and, anything. What food do you rest of you want for breakfast?
Breakfast.
This is breakfast.
Is Drod sensing that things have not gone the way he expected?
You're rolling
He
insight.
just called like the animal skin that you had and showed him and referred to it that it belonged to a person.
Well, everything belonged to a person at one point. This doesn't surprise Drod at all.
Like
Their
his-
skin.
Yeah.
Like it was
Well,
like
yeah,
the
somebody
skin
owned-
of a person.
Hold on. Let me see if Drod picks up that little flair in the language. Well, that was a 5 first. Was a 5 enough to piece that together?
No.
I'd really.
It's Drod. If the answer could be no, the
Probably
answer is
not.
no.
No.
Okay, Drod just like, oh yes, it did belong to somebody beforehand. It was me, and now it belongs to you. But if he notices that the half-orc is like getting really upset about things, he's going to like pause, and he senses that the orc is kind of unsettled. Is this not enough to cover tab?
Thea's gonna actually grab Ash, pull him closer, whisper, be like, just take it, just say yes. I'm so sorry, Ash.
Thea said she'll pay the tab. That trade will be done. I'm still going to
Excuse
take
me,
this
but
pelt
these-
as part of that.
Yes,
Exchange.
This covers tab, and he like points at it. Like, look at size of it. Tab is small barrel. This skin covers it so much. This is not some cover. This is all cover.
Ash,
All
Ash,
is
please,
covered.
please, just say yes. Just please, just say
Are
yes.
you
please, Ash.
familiar with the concept of trade?
Oh my goodness.
Of course, I am familiar with concept of trade.
Cover tab is like a metaphor for the trade of goods. That is what
I've
covering a
traded
tab.
goods.
Yes,
This beer
okay.
skin is of infinite value compared to this ale. In fact, if this is trade of goods, I would like 2 more of those ales, and then is acceptable trade.
Thea's just gonna put her head on the table.
Like, honestly, I can't really argue with that point. How often do you get a bear skin? It's horrifying, but how often do you get a bear skin?
I would
Guys, you're in
prefer to
timeout.
not get. I would prefer to not get a skin. I don't even know who this person was. Like,
Listen,
It's like they're the
this
cousin
is-
of my friend
if
Clara.
you wish to have exchange of goods, I am more than okay with exchange of goods. Let me just give you a third of bearskin.
are you not alarmed that
Point
this is a
the
person's
informant.
body part?
Listen, do you want third of bearskin, or are you getting me 2 more caskets of LT?
He takes and just walks away.
The
Drod
informant
folds
is
his
now
arms.
questioning if if Drod had gone to Safe and Warm, been like, yes, I will trade a bear skin for ale there, and suddenly we're throwing false allegations on Safe and Warm because of Drod.
No, we saw that on the ground.
On the ground, they could have put it on the ground while Drod was there.
It's
I
true.
expect to receive ALT in next 5 minutes.
Thea just has her head on the table, like defeated.
You hear just from more the kitchen direction. Just you're dealing with that table. Just Ash, just very loudly.
I think that was a good impression.
That could have gone better.
Oh,
Mhm.
what amazing.
Thea still has her head on the table, but she's gonna be like, please, just.
I I am insulted on your behalf. There was exchange of goods, but if he does not
John.
fulfill his side, then this is a sham of business.
Strahd, please, please. These are good people. I've known them since I was younger.
Well, of course they are. If they were garbage people, I would come in, beat them senseless, and then take their ALT.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the person serving our table also turns tail, leaves, and gives the job to someone else.
He just shows up. As you're saying that, Drud, he just puts a bunch of eggs that seem to be fairly freshly cooked, like he was just already cooking a nice bacon breakfast. You have like Drud, you have a little bit like extra large thing of meat on yours, and there's a couple plates of just various foods and snacks just for the center of the table, and some fruits.
Drud's going to observe it, and then he's going to turn back to the guy and be like, "This is acceptable, but I believe Pelt is still worth at least half casket more of ALT." And he's going to make a persuasion check. Is that heart?
It would be heart, yeah.
Yeah, hard.
That's a 17.
He's very good at hard.
This guy is just going to look down at you and while he's just him standing beside you, large muscles, he's gonna make just a what do you call it? Not an intimidation check, but just a power stance. I get not a power stance. There's a specific word for it.
Is he dancing on Drod?
What's the
Does he just like cross his arm and look at him? Is that what it is?
It's I'm trying to think because there's the theater, because I know the term from theater where it's like high status, low status. He's doing a status kind of he's asserting his status. That's the way you say it. And that's his kind of counter to it, is he just kind of stands up, very just looking down his nose, and he just kind of just goes, "Did you say you were gonna fight us?"
Drod pushes back from the table slowly and slowly stands up to his full height. Is he still smaller than this guy?
Yes. This guy's still like a foot taller than you, yeah.
Thea's gonna shoot out of her seat and step in between them. Look at Drod. Drod, sit down.
I'm sorry, but even I'm
Drod?
6'9". He's taller than 6'9".
Yeah. He's like,
okay.
Oh yeah, he's like 11 foot tall. Yeah. Yeah.
I
so
will
he's a bit more
stand
taller
back
than-
at him. That's a natural 1. Here we go, baby. I slip on the stool and bash my face into the table, rocket underneath it, and end up curled up on the floor, wondering what just happened.
Perfect.
It's okay, little man.
While he's still under, I'll pay for
Did he say those words?
Yeah, he just says, "It's okay, little man."
And with that,
Don't worry about
Drod grabs his foot.
And does what? He can't do anything?
Where is
Drod is accepting
unarmed?
the challenge.
I'm going to go
First, I
over
need
the
to
bar.
make my nat 1 counter.
That one
16
is a
failed to
generous.
stand up intimidatingly.
I want you guys to know that I'm face palming so hard.
I'm
Don't
going
worry,
to go
Luna,
over
I'm
with
getting
the bar.
help.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
me
Where
too.
is
just in a
unarmed?
different way.
Unarmed is
Also,
just
could
right
I-
on
could I
the
re-
front. It's right under grid on the front.
Oh, I
state.
see. So it is. Can I request that I took a comfortable short rest in the bar? Because I'm still.
With the amount of time you spent in it, yeah, I'd be down for that. Yeah, that
Alright.
makes sense.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, you can roll the comfortable short rest. Yeah,
Oh, there we go. I'm healed up fully. That's good.
Beautiful.
nice.
Yeah, and in that case, he's going to grab him by the foot and try to slam him down to the ground with him.
While this is
Um,
occurring, the informant is running to get help from the railroads.
Yeah.
Railroads?
The crossroads.
1d28, natural 1 on damage.
Tragic. I'm doing the same thing.
No, Eyes, you are in a corner.
Wait, did my thing not?
All
move?
right.
And he's
What were you
I'm
trying to
telling
roll
you.
there, Eyes? Sorry.
I'm not trying to. No, I'm trying to get a bartender to make a big casket of ALT so that we can appease Drod.
This would be like the only bartender is the one he's trying to pick a fight with.
Oh no.
America does not need
The other one was
Paris.
the other one was the cook.
This
Cool.
guy is the cook here, yeah.
That one's the cook, but the other dude, I assume he's in the back, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's in the back.
Then Lucian's going. Sending Lucian out to see if I can get that man back. If the door is open.
Yeah, the door actually would have been closed. This guy's just
Never mind.
yeah.
Okay,
that was meant to be closed there. Yeah, okay, so this guy is going to, I guess, roll to resist you trying to pull his leg in, yeah?
Do I still do 1 damage?
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna roll to resist. Yeah, you try to pull, and it's like, it definitely, like, slides a little bit, but it does not destabilize him at all.
He stubs his toe.
Yeah, he just stubs his toe. You just, like, pull his foot into, like, the table leg, and it just stubs his toe, and he just goes, hey. Don't need to throw a tantrum, little guy there. Just sit down and enjoy your food.
Gets to his feet and grins at him. I accept your challenge.
What challenge?
And he just full on tackles the dude right past the over to here.
Right past me? I'm in between you guys.
No, he rolled over slightly. So
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Make your roll.
Can I step in front of it?
Step in front of it if you want.
You want to tank it?
Make your
Is
roll
charge-
there.
Is charge an acceptable thing on this, or would
I'd
it
say
be
charge is
more?
acceptable, yeah.
All right.
Good luck.
And what would I roll?
You're just trying to. What are you trying to do? Are you just trying to get in front of it?
Yeah, basically. I want him to stop.
Probably do a nimbleness roll, and more than likely, you're probably just gonna get hit by Drod charging into you.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I was
How
hoping
tall
that
is Thea?
6 feet. 6'1".
She's tall.
Oh wow. Okay, never mind. So yeah, Drod would see this.
Yeah, I'm not short.
I'd imagine you as like 5 foot something.
Oh, I just play her tiny.
Yeah, if you'd probably be able to just jump right in there, and
Oh, hold on. I lost connection.
oh,
Wait, did she roll?
I did not
No.
roll. I lost connection now.
Hate to see that.
That's unfortunate
wow.
in this critical time.
I'm sorry. It just said lost connection. Please reload page.
It's a sign. She doesn't get up. She freezes. She's unable to connect.
Okay.
What's
sure.
happening with her actions?
Nimbleness, right? Nimbleness?
Nimbleness.
what was that? 15. Yeah, you'd be able to step in right in there. Yep.
Can Rod just kind of hop over her to do this?
Probably not with charge.
Does Drod
Um,
have time to stop himself?
If you
Do
use
like
a limited action, I would say yes.
Drod's not going to use a limited action.
Okay. I thought he apologized and everything, and he was gonna start.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So you take like a fair brunt of that push. Then you would be taking 10 damage minus whatever and all that you have. And then yeah, you just like flatten and like squish between like Drod and Trace, and then Trace just immediately just goes. He definitely stumbles back a little bit. He's like, "Why are you trying to start a fight? You're hurting Thea."
Could I argue? How much does Thea weigh?
Good question.
Because Drod is a solid 275.
I don't remember how much she weighs. I have no idea how much she weighs.
6 foot tall. You're a fairly athletic elf.
Mhm.
You're an
6
elf?
foot. Elf Glade Runner.
Yeah, you're looking around 110 pounds. top end?
I'd say bottom end would be still like 120, because Glade Runners are like have like extra dense muscle as well on top of
Yeah, but she's an elf.
everything.
Like, I
Yeah,
could give
but
her,
half
if
and
she's
half.
like a tank,
am
I'd
half-
give her 160.
I'm half elf, half Blade Runner.
160, no, so 160 seems like for like a normal like 6 foot tall person would still be pretty light.
6 foot tall from 160 would be.
I
that'd be
am
decent.
6 feet tall and 155, 160.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just decent.
But also for like the level of like athleticism that Thea has with like the genetics and stuff, it'd probably be like I'd probably say 160-ish would be my
Yeah.
random lore guess.
Thea
Alright.
has training and she's athletic.
Absolutely. I'm just going to argue that a 275 linebacker going into a full charge and hitting a 160, 170 wide receiver is going to plow right through that person to hit the guy behind them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there's gonna be some
This may
cushioning
be the
there, yeah.
case.
Yeah,
I
that
played
would make sense,
football.
yeah.
It didn't take more than 30 pounds of extra guy to put me on the ground.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I just know it has like Glade Runner in her, which is pretty sturdy, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, while all this is happening, have I managed to locate the Crossroads individuals yet?
There seems to be like a group of them that have kind of like walked in,
Oh,
just
God.
directly like knowing where you guys are, especially now. The Trace, he just goes. He specifically said, "Why are you hurting Thea?" to you, Drod. He definitely was staggered back a little bit, and now he is like squaring up to like in more of a defensive stance.
I'm generally not good at this.
I will let you, GM, tell me at what point Drod gets to take his next turn.
You can this is kind of just soft, like more
Drod is just
social
gonna
combat.
like nimble step, just like do right around Thea, and
She's gonna try.
he's going to
get
pause
okay.
for a second, seeing the fact that this guy still hasn't done anything. He's like, "Do you forfeit this challenge?"
What challenge?
I'm still stepping in front of you, Drod. That's not a big.
Drod's gonna like step to the left. You challenged me. You called
Thea
me
is.
little. You
Thea
insult
is-
me.
There's
You
more
are-
people than Drod.
You are smaller than me. You are factually smaller than me. Therefore, you are little, in comparison.
As
It
Thea
is not
steps in
a-
front of him, Drod steps to the right.
It's not an insult. It is factual comparison.
So
Wow.
you are saying that your words were not challenge.
No.
Then will you accept my challenge?
We can go outside.
Excellent. I've not tested myself in many days, and I would
Hmm.
appreciate the opportunity to test myself against one as proud and majestic as you.
Is everyone else fine with this? It's
Thea's
your
gonna
group?
look at him.
You got the time?
No, we are very busy.
It will be
Well-
simple matter.
I pull up and I'm like, well, I mean, we technically have been very busy for a while. We're still eating our breakfast. We got time.
I
I'm
will
going
go
to
back
gonna
to
go and
breakfast
get
when we
set
are
up
done.
with like popcorn outside because I'm just ready to witness the.
Drod starts
majestic-
heading outside.
I'm just gonna watch. I'm gonna follow.
Yeah.
Thea's gonna
they-
grab eyes. Where do you think you're going? You are still grounded.
Cool.
Drod steps outside with the orc, and he takes off everything on his upper body, and just kind of rolls his shoulders, walking away for a little bit, setting it gently off to the side, and then turns back, to look at the orc. If you win this, you will have gained much honor in my eyes, and I will be a constant customer at your establishment, and do many things in your name for your glory.
He's still
If
wearing
I
a print.
win,
He's-
the Drod doesn't care.
Yeah.
If I win, You will not call me little, and I will have my half cask of ale tea.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is this acceptable to you?
Can't be that bad.
Yeah,
Come
sure.
on.
Fine, let's go watch. Let's go see if they don't get killed.
Very
Beautiful.
weird.
As you're walking, you see like 5 crossroads just kind of there,
Oh.
kind of like approaching you, and they're like,
I'm still holding on to eyes and stop. Stop.
Ah,
Don't. Hi.
Hi, going somewhere already? There's the there's the meeting. We're just here to give you a
Escort
heads
us,
up of where it
I-
is. Well, yeah, escort you, yeah.
Okay. Well, the rest of my group is about to fight outside.
Was that Drod that I saw?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Trace?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
we're taking care of it.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Welcome.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Yeah, the 5 of them are also going to be definitely coming excitedly to watch this.
Yeah.
What they see is the old man Drod, who's kind of walked over a little bit with a hunched back. Like now that he's standing tall, he is like uber jacked.
This guy is
And
still
he is
he does-
working his muscles and like stretching.
Come on, Iris. Let's go outside.
This guy is just the build of a wall. Like if you were to draw him in like you wouldn't even need to simplify him much, and he would just be a square. He's just like standing there, pink frilly apron still on, and he's just like, "All right."
Do you see it any limitations?
I was about to ask you the same. I'm good with whatever. Street rules, gentleman's rules, no rules.
Let there be rules. This is not challenge to death. Let us say, to first man who cannot stand.
All right.
Is the informant out here with the popcorn? I'm just gonna walk over.
No
and grab some.
magic. No
He doesn't have his
tools,
popcorn yet. He
Simply
has
strength and
breakfast, though.
skin and bone.
Got it.
And the informant also is going to be like, "Hey, do we still have that casket that was supposed to be filled with ale?" Because and it like gestures to the crowds. Wonder.
yeah, it was
I'm
on
like,
the
look
table.
at Ethel, and I'm like, "Do you know if we could maybe stir up some gambling with the people? Let's see if we can make a pretty penny off of this."
Ethel, for some reason, had thought ahead and had brought the barrel with him.
Wonderful.
Thea's just gonna little Bruce is gonna start munching off your plate to the informant.
All right, perfect. Yeah, you're totally fine to do that. And I'm like, all right, I'm like, come on! We've got public entertainment this morning. Who will win the notorious Drod or
Trace.
or the brick wall Trace?
As you were saying that, turning to the crowd, you turn around and see Drod leaning over you imperiously, his eyes like flashing with light.
The informant's gonna move over to where Athel is and be like, "Let's start back."
This
Come
is
on,
guilt of
Carl.
honor. Do not distract from this. And he goes back to his position.
And I'm gonna get Athel to go start walking through the people, and I'm gonna start walking through the people to just see if we can get some bets going.
All right. Then Drod, roll for initiative.
Ooh, roll for initiative. Okay.
It would be in the combat tracker tab and stuff. Just to see who goes first.
Nice.
Mhm.
You
As soon-
rolled under warning. That's what happened.
As soon as this guy kind of sees that you're just generally ready, he just sprints towards you, or runs at you, and he's just gonna try clock you with his unarmed.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. As he just immediately just in a flurry, almost before you even have a chance to really react or know that he was running, he just wide punches you, just right across the jaw, just right in the face, standing like right above you, yet dealing like 23 damage there.
Yeah, Drod goes down to one knee, spits out a little bit of, mostly saliva, but a little bit of blood mixed in there, stands back up, grins, and then just haymakers the guy across from him. Oh, this would go so poorly if my rolls suck. No, that's not terrible.
Oh God.
This is entertaining.
Oh yeah. You as you just stand up, punching him, he stumbles back a little bit, and just That's a good
I
one.
would like to say at this point, Drod is now getting into a stance where he's not just going to let any hit him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to actually be getting into a fight stance.
This guy does not seem to be in that much of a defensive stance now that Thea's not there. He's just more in, he's definitely a little bit more in like a, I'm going to attack you stance. Still one that like, he seems to know how to fight for sure though.
Yeah, Drod's not in like purely defensive, but he's like actually getting into a stance as opposed to before he was just standing there waiting to get hit.
Let's take a look real quick at what this is. Suffer. Okay, that should be that technically. All right. Cool.
What is that?
He's casting True Strike on you. And then he is going to. How does this one work?
Oh,
Because
no,
that's a bonus. That's a bonus action. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is.
Is there any way to block in this kind of like? Could it be like a might roll off to like see who hits on any given round?
Sure. Yeah, we could do that.
As opposed to just two guys just completely beating the snot out of each other with no finesse.
Hmm. Where am I going? And then I think this is also a. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna make him use an anytime for that. Why is that? Yeah. So radiant blessing strength. That'll add a D10 for his might checks. Is that all might checks actually, or was that just all might or nimbleness based attacks deal? Yeah, more damage. Okay, cool. And anyways, he's going to punch you once again.
So
Oh, yeah,
and to see if I can block it.
And that is at advantage. Yeah. Roll your might one. Yep, you block it. Yeah. As he goes to hit again, you pop up your arm and just deflect or block his wrist, just moving it out of the way. Yeah, it'd be your turn then.
All right. As soon as he blocks it and moves it out of the way, he immediately follows it up with not a haymaker this time, but a true jab, like right to the shoulder of the hand that just went at him. Nailed it. Awesome. Oh wait, no, sorry. The first one was an 11. That's what it was. Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, he's just actually he's just gonna kind of, if you're trying to punch his hand, he just kind of takes it. But he ends up squaring enough against it that he's prepared to like actually like take and cushion the blow. And then he just immediately is just going to hit you with his other hand. Which is True Strike till the end of combat or just the next turn? With your next physical attack. Okay, just the one. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can I do something special with that?
Yeah.
As he goes to punch, I step in behind him and get advantage on my next hit.
Yeah, for sure. On a
Okay.
27, yeah. versus a 3. Yeah, you can definitely like sidestep to do that. Yep.
All right, and then 1, 2. Wow. Wow.
Really just whiffed there.
Does my unarmed not have any might modifier to it?
No, unarmed is just
A straight D20. Okay.
Yep. It's just a straight
Oh.
D20 for success, and then whatever your unarmed stat is, that's the dice you roll, so you can roll a 1 on both as well.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. That would
It'll make it very hard for either of us to hit each other.
It can, yeah. He is then going to take a couple steps forward after that. And then just after hitting him, he's gonna take a couple steps forward, kind of almost feigning a bit of a staggering, and then he's just gonna charge at you.
Okay. I am going to... I guess this would be nimbleness to jump out of the way.
That would be an extra 4.
Or could I use a might and try to use a anytime to try to just punch him straight in the face as he comes at me and try to like clothesline him?
Yeah, you can try to clothesline him for sure.
Okay. Is that a might check or an unarmed check?
We'll do a might for this. For the
All right.
counter.
Oh, sad.
Nope.
Oh.
That would be a 15 damage. What are the other things that give it more? Increase the
Take-
amount of damage of might equal to might, and then add how many spaces between you and your target. Characters knock down enemies.
Oh, sounds
Why
like
is
charge
damage
has
for
been buffed since last I heard it.
0? Interesting. Plus might. Yeah. Yeah, so that'd be a 14 damage total.
Okay, 14.
Yeah, that would be his turn. You guys, it is for you.
Drod is going to stand up, and he is going to use his harrowing blade, which is once per combat,
Mhm.
and he is going to. There you go. I guess that's a 21, which we'll just count the 21 as the success roll on. Or do I just use harrowing blade as my?
If you're wanting to do harrowing blade, then you'd then like roll whatever attacks you're doing.
All right, so make 3 attacks. Okay. All right, first attack 9, second attack 9, third attack 15.
With a harrowing blade, I'll make that the DC for him trying to block it, which he blocks. I'll do it for like each consecutive attack, so he's gonna get hit one of them. Which is the one that oh no, that wasn't the one. Yeah, he just as soon as he sees that, he just puts his hands like just right up above, like just full on boxer, and just ends up taking it with his just the beefiest of forearms. It just seems like just a full shield in front of his face as he just pushes them together.
And then Drod's going to use an anytime, if I may.
Mhm.
Let me just mark down that I'm using an anytime here. Whop. Oh, that's why, because his character sheet got super shrunk. Whoops. Anytime. And he is going to, while the hands are up, Drod is going to try to like come up underneath with an uppercut to catch him in the jaw.
All right, yep.
Ooh, that's a 5.
Yeah, because he'd be like pretty focused on the other ones. I'll I'll have that one land. It just
Sweet.
definitely a
One
lot
damage.
softer, just because he is still blocking and like fairly and able to, and because you had to like get it like fast enough, it wasn't as able to get it as strong as you wanted. It still kind of like chips him a bit in. It kind of it still has the thud against the jaw, which is not great. Yeah, and with that, he's just gonna pick up his leg and just Sparta kick you right in the chest to try and like get a bit of
Ooh,
distance.
that's a 16.
Yep. Oh yeah, you can block and counter that for sure.
Actually, instead, what I'll have for my attack in this next one is I step to the side and try to pull him into my elbow, grabbing on his leg as he Sparta kicks and like elbowing him in the face.
All right.
There we go.
Oh. Oh.
Wow.
I
Sad.
guess that which is why we also
Stupid
removed
plus
DC
11.
a bit. Yeah,
Because my might is technically plus 10, which would
Yeah.
make that a 24, but his plus 11 to the counter makes his 5 a 16.
He's because of might versus unarmed. Yeah. You also had his leg there. I almost would honestly just say that might honestly be disadvantage too, which is a 16 anyways. Yeah, you go and like try to pull his leg to like bring it like just more full force his face into your swinging shoulder, and he just well, not quite perfect. He just kind of stumbles and limbos underneath it. And as he's kind of like limboing beneath it with his leg, he's going to how is he going to do this? He's going to try and kind of grab you on the chest and pull you to kind of like using his momentum as he's swinging to kind of swing you around his shoulder onto the ground. He's probably going to fall over. He's going to fall over too on this as well, as he's trying to just drag you down using using all that force to just get you shoulder or head right into the ground.
Alright, he does that, and I will resist. Ooh, barely.
At this point, I'm also thinking the unarmed roll might need to be changed slightly.
So that it more reflects your might, probably.
For actual like strong characters, because I think for most people that aren't might people, it makes enough sense. But for people who are like brawlers, then yeah.
Or maybe have the unarmed hit be based on nimbleness, but the unarmed damage be based on might.
That is sick.
Yeah, that could work too for sure.
Quality builds.
I could change that right now. But yeah, he yep. So that ends up getting blocked. And yep, that'd be your turn then.
All right. Are we adding nimbleness now?
Yeah. I'm gonna
Okay.
get that worked out.
That is a 9. Which is impossible for me to hit. So ignore that. I miss.
Okay. Plus that nimbleness, and then plus at might. All right. Then this would be
In the crowds right now. Have we had any successful individuals trying their luck with a gambling machine?
It honestly, a lot of people don't seem super interested.
Oh no.
It's just there's fighting. There's a couple people who are definitely watching, but a lot of the other people are just milling, just honestly just kind of trying. It just looks like they're more just like, all right, there's a fight. I just want to get to work, kind of thing in the morning. It's a lot of people are sleepy.
Probably get more money in the upper district when this doesn't happen, but we are not there.
No, that or after work. One or the other.
Probably.
Actually, no. During work, in a midday break. Then people would.
Maybe.
All right, that should be fixed there.
Theo's definitely still munching off your plate.
That's fine. I've already had 4A deliver me a sausage, and it was one of the best breakfast sausages I've ever had.
Okay. It was very entertaining, actually.
That did not work properly.
I'm like, Eyes, who do you think is gonna win? How much heck are you willing to put on?
You want to gamble inside our own party?
Of course.
Okay, Farman, who do you think will win?
Right now, not to talk badly of our good friend, but I mean, look at this man. Trace is going to work. He's not even trying. I can't imagine Trace trying. That being said, if Trace
if Drod landed that 48 damage, that would have been great.
Yeah,
if
you've
Trace
been halfway
actually
there.
If Trace actually does start trying, this is a one fight. But the question is, will Trace start trying? Because Drod can pack quite a wall up. Frankly, my money's on the draw.
Why not 20s?
Things aren't working.
No, you think that?
I can also just add in my head, Milo. You don't have to put it in Foundry immediately.
Yes, but my brain did let me try, and then it didn't work, and so I actually broke it. So now there's no unharmed. That's where I'm like, oh.
I see.
Okay, we're just gonna be talking about bets over here. Eyes, who do you think will win?
Yeah. I'll put my money on Drod.
Take
I've seen him.
You know,
Yeah.
instead of money, we should do like, no questions asked. You do what the other person says.
One favor. Ooh.
No questions asked.
How about we
Like,
start betting how many medical supplies we're gonna give Drod?
None.
We have no healers. He's just gonna have to deal with it.
Not yet.
Yeah, I'll do that. Whatever you want, you can choose. I'll take the other one.
no questions asked. When I tell you, if we tell each other to throw ourselves
There we go.
off a cliff, no questions asked.
So who are you taking?
I think I have to go with Grace. I've known him longer.
God, I really believe in John.
You really believe it, John?
I don't. This
Absolutely.
man's nimbleness is +6 and his strength is +11. He outstats me. In fact, he outstats me because his stats are above technically the limit of the stats.
What do you mean they're
Trace
above the limits of the stats?
Runs a bar, okay?
You would not let me have +11 to might.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
+11 is beyond the limits of the stats.
I mean, he
Ooh,
is a
wow.
half orc, half
9,000.
Jotun, so
I've
I'll
lived
tell
for
you.
300 years. I'm pretty baller.
Yeah, but this guy
And
eats
this is-
spinach.
More.
I don't know how you lived for 300 years not knowing how regular currency works.
I never used it for 300 years.
To be fair,
Come
apocalypse.
from? Yeah, well, apocalypse, sure, but that was like in the past.
Yeah, there's still an
I still
apocalypse
do.
everywhere
Gen
outside
X
the
or
city.
Gen Zer about the housing crash in 2008. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
This is
Drod
more
works on a
like
barter system.
this is more like a war-torn refugee. That's like, let me go to America. What's this American thing? I didn't have things in my area because, well, not things, but some of the, the
I
cultural.
didn't have things.
There's just nothing. It's just
Wow.
pure void. I meant like American cultural whatever, Canadian cultural whatever's. It is still a big difference of how
People
some
use
things may
credit
work.
here, and some countries they just straight up use money instead of credit.
Money is an illusion made up by man to avoid death and dismemberment over
I know.
the barter and trade system. Anyways, back to punching.
I believe in you, John.
Anyways, back to the barbaric trade system.
No. This is an honored bout
Yeah.
for the first
Plus they're
man to not be able to get up.
Plus, there's consensual fighting, so.
Yeah, there's consent.
And
Okay,
outside of
so-
a establishment, out in the open where no one can get hurt. Perfect. Fine. Let's enjoy it.
And then let's make sure.
While
that
this is
Drod's up
happening,
to
I'm
date.
actually going to talk to Athel and see if he's working on any of my devices. Long-term projects.
All right. Yes. No. So I rolled a 7 on attack, which ends up in 9 because of my nimbleness. So I do not hit. It's his turn next.
All right. Yeah, and just immediately with that, he's just going to try and just clock you against, just both of his fists just closed, and he's just gonna try and hit you in the ears.
Ah.
Interesting. I say nay.
All right. How are you gonna
The
do
21, does that give me anything special, or do I just dodge?
this? No.
Slash,
With
like,
this one,
block
you
it?
just
Okay.
you just be able to block it however you want to.
Yeah. Drod raises both hands to his side to stop it from like closing around his ears.
Mhm.
Looks at him and then drives both fists into his face.
All right, make your roll.
Do. That is a. Oh no, it's working. That's an 11. Yeah. It's impossible for me to hit him. Ignore that.
All right. Yeah, as you
One's an
try to hit
automatic
him,
Fail.
he's gonna just immediately try to headbutt you.
Wow.
Just right into the nose.
How did he get? Oh, because he has +6. Oh boy. Okay. Ha ha!
Oh.
We clonk heads.
Clunk. Both of you like kind of stagger back a little bit and just kind of shake your head. And he's like,
All right. Drod staggers back, and then back, and then back, and then charge. Yes.
Yep, he gets hit. You just knock him
Nice.
just right down.
All right. So damage is it is my might. Let me read this again. Might plus how many spaces? There were 4, and he's knocked over, so that's 14.
All right.
And then he's going to use an anytime while he's on the ground
Mhm.
to like just curb stomp Trace in the stomach.
All right. Yep.
Just a
Make
big
a roll.
ol' whack.
Good old whack.
Let me mark down another limited anytime. Because he's on the ground, does that give me advantage?
Yeah. He is. He would be knocked down. So that would be. Ooh, where is the rules? Is this status effect? No. Combat rules? No.
Rules, combat rules.
It's somewhere. Anyone knows or remembers?
I
What are you
don't
looking
see
for?
it anywhere. I know in regular D&D it's advantage.
What are you looking for?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Combat
If he's on
rules.
the ground,
Combat rules in the journal?
I don't
not
think
in the
it-
journal. If I go to the links, there is trial spells, characters, rules.
Ruels.
Knock. Oh no, that's an unconscious roll. You're knocked down. Knocked down. When knocked down, the target is now labeled as prone. Must use a maneuver. You have advantage when attacking a knocked down target with 3 range, within
Cool.
3. I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
Ooh. And if I wind him, his next action is rolled at disadvantage.
Yep.
Which, considering I'm stepping on his stomach real hard, would make sense.
Well, he has hard rock abs.
All right. So, oh, is that a 21? Oh no, that was a 21 to resist the charge. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so advantage. Ooh, 36. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I was really trying to get you to win, so.
36 with a 21. Okay.
Yep.
That'd be all right. He's gonna just. Ooh, 36. That's a nat 20. Yeah, that's a nat
Yep.
20.
That's a nat 20.
He is winded. Yeah, he is going to. Yeah, use his maneuver to get up. And he's just gonna try and just punch you in the stomach.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Block a 16. Easy. Sad.
Hell yeah.
That's a nat 1. There we
Dylan, I
go.
need you now
Yes.
to.
Lands a massive hit. Trace stands up.
Immediately
lands
punches-
a massive earth hit.
Amelia punches you back. That would be the
That's tragic.
How does disadvantage work when it's damaged, but it's tied in the same roll? I've normally just tied it to the same like roll thing, so I guess that would be the 20 damage.
Wait, why is his damage 20 when his damage was 9? Oh, because it's plus his strength. Yes.
Yes.
Wait, no, it's not plus strength. Has that changed? Is it now plus strength?
That's yeah.
Oh, that's
what you've been
different
rolling.
now.
No,
No,
you've been-
I roll a D I roll a D28. He just rolled an a D25. Okay, I don't know what I'm looking at. Never mind. Yep. 20 damage. Huh.
Ooh, Drad
Okay,
looks down
mark
for the
that in.
count. Place your bets. Come on, come on. The informant has now taken over to commentating the live performance in front of the inn.
Oh man, how? Out of curiosity, when it says the whole like, do rations heal you immediately?
No.
All right.
Because rations
much-
are an untested thing. They're you eating. That's how you get a. That's one of the ways you get a short rest to be a comfortable. They like while you're resting, it's rejuvenating you by eating a nice peanut butter and jam sandwich.
Or
Mm.
eggs.
You should call it a safe and warm rest.
No.
Because they're not
Alright.
potions. They're not instant. No.
So Drod has nothing that he can use to heal himself. Okay then, Drod is going to just punch him back again.
Punch, 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 punch. I do like how it is mostly just us standing,
Sad.
looking at each other, and just punching each other. Actually, I could still nat one. That is actually one thing I should roll for. Yeah, he just like leans back and then goes and immediately just tries to punch you again. You would not be winded anymore, I don't think.
Ooh, can I use an anytime to dodge that?
Yep. DC is
All right,
still
that's
16.
That's my last anytime. As Drod sees the punch that would put him down,
Mm-hmm.
he just barely ducks out of the way and sends back his own punch now. Starting to feel the wear and tear of it all. That's not even close to hitting unless it's a nat 1.
Come on. Ah.
Sorry.
Did you
I
do a nimbleness check
appreciated
for
it.
that anytime?
Sorry?
Did you do the nimbleness check for that anytime, by the way?
Oh, I have to do a nimbleness check for the anytime. I thought it was just an anytime and then I get to dodge.
Well, using a limited is like you gaining an action at any time.
Alright, well in that case, let me do a nimbleness check. 16.
Yep, you'd beat it. Yep,
Thank goodness.
cool. Yep, and then he dodges that. He is going to unarmed again. Just this time he's going to just take a deep breath and just go like, all right, and just try to get you right in the nose.
That would be a natural 20.
Yep.
Ooh.
Nice.
What does that do for me?
How would you like to enact
How
that
would I
nat
like
20?
to do this? Oh boy.
Well, not how would you like to do this, but how would you like to enact this nat 20?
I will have him instead of him punching me in the nose, I just grab his hand and redirect it back into his own nose where he does his own damage to himself.
Imagine
And I will say, stop hitting yourself.
I'll allow it.
Right.
That would be
23 damage right back at you, Buckaroo.
How's he looking? How's Trace looking?
how's he looking? He's definitely like heaving a bit. He couple bruises, but he seems to be doing pretty good.
Ah, I think I made a bad bet.
No, you
I'm
can't take it
sorry.
back.
I know.
He's gonna rub his nose and then just then like just try to headbutt you
Wait,
again.
he gets to make another attack immediately?
He's using it anytime.
Oh,
He's a little
no.
angry. You mocked him.
That's your fault.
Oh.
Hmm.
So,
Um,
about
as
those
he
5
does that, he's
points
gonna-
that I had to spend earlier, how much of that can go into stamina?
It's not to the death, so you'll be fine.
I think you'll be okay.
Oh, I don't think so, but that's okay.
Dylan, did you just
I
kill
take it
another
back, I'm
character?
fine.
Hey.
You want to use it anytime against me? John,
Do it.
like,
Oh, you are
again,
fine.
feeling
Nice.
just that moment of this is over, finds the strength within himself to reach up his hand, grabs the fist, and just catches it, and his hand is quivering, but he looks up, and he is not defeated.
Oh.
He thrusts the hand aside and punches again. And again, we'll have, really a nat 1 is the only way to not do that. Oh, but damage 47!
Oh, that would have been
That would have been so nice.
yeah.
Fortunately,
As you throw his hand aside, he just goes and he tries to then just kick your knee out.
Yep. Draw takes the hit, but his knee doesn't buckle. And again, same hand, same kind of strike. At this point, he's just kind of like hanging in there.
Yeah, he just again just kind of like leans a bit to the side just to take it, and he's gonna try punching you in the armpit. Triple 19s, wow.
Draw lowers his elbow in time to block it, and like at this point, he is like gonna like be grappling him at this point. In fact, actually, Drod is going to lean his weight down and try to take him to the ground if he can.
Okay.
Kind of like tackle him. Oh, the first one. That's an 8 with 34 damage. So unless he nat ones, it's not doing anything for me.
Nope.
Yep.
I keep rolling 19s. Yeah, as he does that, he's going to just kind of try and swing you into the ground.
Oh no.
oh no, I believe in you, Drod. You got this.
Nope.
That's
That's the end of it.
All right, and make a consciousness roll.
I don't know what a consciousness
It's a roll
is.
table.
It's a roll table.
That's the
What
little
do I
fist, I
roll
think.
for
That's
that
the
roll
little.
table? Just a
That's the
D100?
little. That's the little three. The 3 lines on the top on the one of the tabs.
Oh, 3 lines. Consciousness.
Rollable tables, and then you just click in it, and then there's a roll option. Knockdown, staggered, and winded. Yeah, he just, and you just, because it was your momentum of trying to, get into him, and then he was like, all right, let me just add into this, and just throws you right to the ground. And he's just like,
staggered. I have disadvantage on death rolls. Attacks against me ignore grit, and I can't use a shield. My next action is rolled at disadvantage. I have to use a maneuver to get up.
Is it over?
Well, it's at minus. I just took 35 damage, so do I go into negative stamina at this point?
yes.
All right.
Anything that hits you would make you death roll, technically, if it was trying to kill you.
Yeah, we're not going to death. So I'm still awake.
Yeah.
Drod is going to from the ground. Well, no, he's gonna try to like get up, and as he gets up, he's gonna uppercut. And at this point, he's gonna try to uppercut Trace between the legs.
All right. Yep. Make your roll.
I'm not playing
It's an
dirty.
18.
Yeah, he takes that. He 18, huh?
I am still standing.
Let me break out the calculator because this is weird numbers that my brain isn't doing for some
I
reason.
would have hit you higher, but I can't stand up straight right now.
All right. Unconscious.
Oh wait, hold on. No, sorry. My next attack would have been at disadvantage actually.
Oh, yeah, make your thing again.
Oh, 14 still would have hit,
Yep.
and it would have been
Would've
at
hit some
48
more.
damage.
Yeah, you from the ground just uppercut, like barely, just like oh, and you just right in, and for some reason that's
Wow.
just the thing that makes him just fall over, unconscious.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I accidentally was on. I was on.
lowest roll.
I was on private DM rolls. Here, I'll do a nice fun screenshot for you if you want to like savor that moment.
I do.
Oh god.
Oh,
There you go. Now you actually have the chat thing for it.
Boss, looks like you owe me a favor.
oh.
I like.
Although that was kind of a cheating, in my opinion.
The informant, I'd like you to roll 2d100s.
2d100s, of course.
Yep.
Norman, are you trying to steal right now?
Thank you. As that was going on, people seem to kind of miss the point of it being a betting, and we're just being like, oh, it's a street performance, and we're just throwing in like little ek coins. You made 70 ek.
Nice.
Hey.
Let's go.
Okay.
You see. Right.
Thea's like, not again.
No, it's fine.
Meanwhile, the informant's like, oh yes, my ek.
As long as you're not stealing it, you're good.
Yeah. Honest
Uh,
work. All right. Time for that meeting. Actually, let's get Gerard.
Yeah, we should probably get him.
Rod turns around to the establishment and says, I want my ale tea. And then he just kind of like rolls over and just like lies on the ground heaving.
A couple of the bears for the crossroads come over and like pick you up by like under the arms and just start dragging you towards Thea.
The bears?
Yeah, there's a couple bears, yeah. There's 3 bears within this group. One's like two of them are gnomes. 2 gnomes and 3 bears.
Good thing they don't see the pelt.
Yeah.
It's in the back room. Yeah, no, that was good timing.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess I'm taking you to the meeting, huh?
Yes, please.
They're
Wait.
making some arrangements right now.
Sounds good.
Yes, Eyes?
What about his ale tea? He did win that fair and square. Could we get that for the road? You know.
That would be up to them, but he seems to be out cold.
Okay. Well,
I guess
we'll get
I'll
it
do the
back.
other one back.
Yeah,
So we'll be back.
Yeah, that would seem right. It just they're really great for when they owe something. They always definitely pay it back. And with that, yeah, you guys start making your way downtown, walking fast.
Downtown.
Do.
And you can see in here for some reason.
Ding.
Yeah, and they bring you to a place where it's really fantastically a really fantastically nice
Ooh.
house.
Sorry, how did I get my health back? I just had to stop like heaving in the corner that I actually won that.
Oh, you would still. They'd be dragging you. That was just I just had you copied here from a little bit earlier. I thought it would have saved,
They're
but
just dragging you.
specifically, why are you copied here?
Good
He
job,
followed
Dylan.
you
Good job,
unconscious.
Rolly.
Yay, I am at negative 18 health.
But hey, you rolled decently.
You did. Versus a dude who's fundamentally better.
It's true.
Mechanically better.
You just have to get lucky once.
Just once. That's all you need.
Roll 2 nat 20s.
The fact that my lowest roll happened to have 48 damage was clutch.
Yeah.
I'm very happy he did that.
Where
This is so different
disadvantage
from-
actually helped me.
This is so different from how when you
18.
rolled for Warden. So, and even Apple.
Hey, there were three nat ones in that. I wouldn't say it's entirely different.
Yeah.
I don't think when you were warden you rolled anything. That was now 20.
Oh,
That's true. There were equal numbers of natural 20s.
quick question while you are walking here.
Mhm.
Thea, would you be
Mhm.
bringing Timothy with you or leaving him there still?
No, yeah, I'd bring him Timothy with us.
Okay. Just wanted to check with that.
I would have probably ran in and grabbed him and be like, let's go.
Yeah, he seems to come happily, just walking with you. He looks a little funnily at Rod as they're kind of dragging him, and yeah. As you approach this door, there's and they, just open it up. There's a little bit of a hallway, and then another door open where Thornkin is just looking back in at you and just, hello, welcome in. And then as you kind of if you guys are just walking in, the rest of the crossroads just kind of seem to stop at the door and just kind of let you guys come in or walk in.
Okay.
Make a, because it's stamina, I'll say an essence check, Drod, just to see if you can, how you feel about walking right now.
Judge went to the washroom.
I'll make an essence check for him real quick.
The first roll.
Why is it
counts. That was a
rolling twice?
26.
That rolled twice as well for me. What's wrong with your stats, Drod?
I don't
why is
know.
it-
They double roll sometimes. I only ever take the first one. Whoa, what happened?
I'm just seeing what rolls.
I think it's my mouse, though.
It
My
double
mouse
rolled for
little
me,
clicks.
though.
Maybe.
That's where it was weird for me.
Either way, that
Anyways.
was a 26 on essence.
Yeah, you're good to keep on walking.
Do I gain 26 health back?
No.
No.
You
Okay,
couldn't be at
Drod
1.
stands up. He is a man, and he is going to walk himself.
Wobbling, probably, with every
Nope,
step.
not with a 26. He is, like, firm. However, he is very much putting up a front. He would die if anybody breathed on him.
If anybody poked him.
Yes.
Well, he could die.
Yeah, he would have to
Mhm.
roll his chances.
Yes. Sorry.
As you
So,
walk
yeah,
in-
Drod's gonna go there. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I was just about to leave.
Yeah.
As you walk in, it seems to be a really quite nice place with some dark stained wood, excellent craftsmanship on the trim and the plaster walls between them. There seems to be really excellently fitted cobble bricks beneath your feet for a floor, and they don't seem quite cold. There's some form of heated. And as you walk in, you see 3 older ladies, a satyr, a Verbant, and a checking notes one. And a
Piece of
dwarf.
paper, classic.
Exactly. You see, a Verbant, a satyr, and a dwarf. Each of them older ladies. Looks like they're knitting as they see. And as you walk in, immediately the middle one just kind of just goes, "Oh, Thea, honey, there. Well, nice to see you dropping in."
It's been a while. How's it going?
Good. Nice to see you. I missed you guys. This is my group. This is the informant, Eyes, Ethel, and the big guy that looks like he just got in a fight because he did is Drod.
Well, we've heard of Drod. Yes. That's Satyr. Yes. So, you wanted to meet with us? You said.
Yes, yeah. Just gonna walk over. Can I take a seat?
Yeah. Take a seat. Oh, and everyone have a cookie.
Ooh, perfect.
There's there's like a tin, just on just full of cookies.
I take 2 and give 1 to Lucian.
They're absolutely delicious cookies. Just a very basic, just nothing inside the cookie, just a nice, in and of itself, well-rounded cookie.
I don't know why you're telling us this, but thank you for telling us the details of how these cookies are made.
I had to say the detail
I'm
of the
gonna lift
cookie.
up my gas mask and nibble on it as I hear the consistency of the cookie from the satyr.
Timothy just scarfs one down and immediately grabs another one and just kind of looks up at the three. His eyes just above the table.
I didn't know the fates were telling us about Timothy as well.
Your
No,
voice
that's...
modulator.
Oh, well, I'll just turn it off, okay?
I'll just not have fun.
No, you're allowed to have fun. It's just
Okay.
change it between when they're speaking and when they're not. When you're like, ah, yes, the voice mod's for role playing, and then you use it at every single point. It's like, when are they speaking? When are they not? I mean, the fates, it
True.
makes sense. They're supposed to be future tellers. I would be fine with it.
Mm.
So, you all had some information for us.
Yes. Probably the person that knows the most would be the informant. So I'll probably give a quick summary, and he could probably give you the full detail. But I should probably introduce you guys. These are the fates, guys. That's not actually their names, but these are the fates.
Well,
How do you do?
all right. Just had a pretty good day.
Okay. So she's gonna pick up Timothy. So this is Timothy. He's being chased around by the wardens. He's really beaten up when I found him. So I'm thinking that it's best to keep him around the territory or district.
Yes, a child of being chased by quite a long time. And will be chased for quite a longer amount of time as well. Yeah.
Was that that was the satyr, right?
Yeah. I tried to
Okay.
give an accent, and it just kind of ended up being not much. I don't know. We shall see.
I heard it,
That's-
Milo. I appreciated it.
It is an accent. It is going to be better to maybe just not have the voice mod on as well, because I
That's
feel
okay,
like it
that's
also
fine.
gets in the way of accents. But anyways, yes, yes.
Yeah, so I was hoping to keep him around the area, until Cruz shows up or whenever she does. But then we went to the market, Glade Winter Market, where we heard that there's a group trying to push or try to get more territory, and I was worried they would try to come into Cruz's territory. That part, the informant probably has a better idea of what was going on. Informant, do you want to go ahead?
Of course. Yeah, so your reputation far exceeds you, by the way. I'm honored to be in your presence, and I'd like to take a bow as I approach the table.
Have you actually? Would you have heard anything really? I don't think you would have heard much about it. So, if you're saying that, unless it's just literally from what you've heard today, make a deception roll.
Yeah, this is from what I've heard today.
Okay.
I'm just being buttery smooth.
Okay.
The Bogus Pogus is what the group's name is, and they've been pushing for some territory since the fall of Murray. There seems to be a lot of unease in the sewer region with that occurrence. I'm not entirely sure what the best line of operation is for Cruz to take, as Cruz has also been tracked down more by the warden of late. But they have been making some power plays.
Yes, it seemed the other day he did seem to try to meet with her. Called her out in the middle of a market.
I heard about that.
Stood on a soapbox and everything. It was from what I've heard.
He really tried all that. Wait, was it warden or was it the order of the warden?
Warden himself, he was looking around the city. He seems quite agitated by her presence in the city. Has been for quite some time, and will be for quite some more time.
Could the Bogus
Don't know how that
Bogus
will-
be employed by the warden as a
They would never
shall we
dirty
say,
themselves.
alternative?
They would never dirty themselves with such, as they would say, criminal scum, as some of them would at least. They, the murderers, the thieves, the people who do nothing but take. The wardens would not interfere with that. Not unless they turned an entire new leaf, which a couple of them have, but then they would no longer be the Bogus Bogus.
What's this to say of Cruz and her reign? She is the largest. Other power within the city. Is she in trouble from all of these events? Should we be worried?
Sorry, could you repeat that? It cut out for a second.
Yeah, sorry. Should we be worried about Cruz? I mean, as contracted by her, I have quite a lot of stake on her remaining in power for the time being. Is this shrinking up? Is this becoming more? What saith you on the matter?
In the many years that people have tried to press their way into this district in one way or another, there really hasn't been much sway while Cruz has been around. Take that as your answer, whether or not it goes in one way or another. There is a strong history of a very strong reign, and really that influence and that power has really just grown. There's a reason why, as I'm sure Thea would have told you, especially with Timothy here, the darling he is, also seeming to have a necklace of Cruz of his own. There's a reason that no one that wears that gets messed with. That no shop front with that etched into their door or in their alleyways gets stolen from or shaken down. Though it is interesting that they're actually trying now some more. I thought that was all behind us, but perhaps Murray helped them back a little bit more than we had thought.
How long have the Bogus Bogus been around?
Quite a long time. Quite before my time, too. Beyond that, I have never looked into it.
Of course. Anyways, back to you, Thea.
Oh,
That is my input.
So then they also ran into the Lord's Wing Tavern. So I I don't know if that's exactly the name. They give me the heebie-jeebies. I'm trying to forget about it.
The Wings Lord Tavern Inn.
Yes, that one. Yeah. They found a whole bunch of skeletons. And I guess just really odd things down there. But it's more in the basement, right? Guys?
Yep.
Yeah, basement. Well,
Yeah.
actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was blind for most of it.
Yeah.
GM, can you roleplay Athel? Athel would remember this very well.
For sure. I accidentally activate that again. Ethel would be immediately just that was specifically about the scrap irons you're saying, yeah? Yeah, so there's we're not really sure. It could be there's some kind of like mechanical being of some sort. They seem to be rummaging around things. There was through a long string of rooms, some broken, some really weird things. There was an altar. There's a cactus with like actual bone skulls growing out of it. And then past that, there was this weird wall that we had to break down that wasn't like the others. We found a bear skin with a skeleton right next to it. Very odd having a person's skin there. Anyways, we went down, and with the scrap irons, they're it's weird. We faced them before. We were able to take out one, and upon dismantling and trying to check it out, it turned more into this sludge, and then it just kind of evaporated. Like there just wasn't anything left of it. So yeah, we were trying to follow this other one because we saw it in this motel, and we know that they can be dangerous. So we didn't want other people to be endangered. Anyways, when we went down into the basement there, we also found some barrels, and they had legs and this big mouth, and started going out into the back. And yeah, we found another one, and then eyes did something, I don't really know. And then we were in a different place, and then we had a conversation with what looked like a big one, but that was in really good repair and had really good banners until he tried to attack us. And then we somehow just appeared out of that, and then we just tried to leave, and then we did.
Yeah. So that's a weird inn. So I would look in. Be careful of that one. Is that all that happened?
Drod pipes in from the corner. They make excellent dolls.
Yes.
Also, these cookies are very delicious. I will have some more if this is okay.
Thornton, you should handle that investigation. With the when the Verbant says that, Thornton just nods and immediately just exits.
What did the Verbant say? I couldn't quite make it out.
I just was saying, yeah, you should handle that investigation there. If that makes more sense. Or is more audible.
Okay. Yeah, I heard just a little bit. So,
yeah.
I don't know. Are there still more cookies on the table?
Oh yeah, there's a huge tin of them. Like it's like, yeah, this was like a whole like several batches. There's probably at least 60 in there.
May I continue
before you guys started? Oh, you better partake. Yeah, they're fantastic cookies. I slaved all day for them. If they wouldn't eat, I'd be insulted.
I do not wish to insult you. I am in no position for another challenge at the moment. I will devour your cookies. And then he goes back to the corner, kind of sits down and eats cookies.
I think that's everything I have to tell you. And Thea's gonna turn to the Brabant.
Mm-hmm.
So you're the present. I was hoping that maybe Ethel here, he's really good with his hands and making things, that he maybe get a job or place with a blacksmith.
Oh, there's quite many that I could talk to with that. I could send you with the letter.
Can I put in a thing for Athel right now?
Yeah.
Hey, actually, today's been a lot. But think. Oh, yes. I actually know a blacksmith. That I would kind of like to work with. Do you guys happen to know at all? I can't remember the guy's name now. Mr.
Gunning.
Mr. Gunning?
We know of his reputation.
Yeah, he's super cool. Don't suppose you could put in a good word for me there?
We can try. We'll the reputation, and if this is a recommendation as well, we could try to offer him some service and exchanges of things in the market around this district. Sure, we could use his work. And yours.
Yeah. Sweet.
Okay, well that's great. See, I told you I could get you a job. I think that's everything.
Yes,
Oh, wait a second. I heard we're having a festival Is that true?
Yes, we are going to have a festival. 2 days is when it will start. We got quite a nice uh, uh, progress of it going around. We're as you saw, you probably saw the lights already strung up for it in the streets there.
I did not see that. I was watching a fight.
Fair, very valid. Yeah, fights do take a little bit more focus there.
Yeah. Yeah, he did this guy. Just gonna point to John. Decided to fight Trace from Tavern.
Well, Trace
Relevant to-
definitely has a good track record of fights. He seems to have quite put up a good fight then.
Is John gonna say anything?
Oh yes, he did very excellently. Oh wow, that was Scottish. Whoops. Yes, it was good fight.
Yeah, he won. I point to John.
So about
Yes, this is true.
you, Eyes, you said your name was. You... Out of everyone, I understand some level of involvement in this. Why are you following this crowd?
Well, I need a job. And yeah, mainly. Plus, it's been like I never really signed up to any gang, so why not now? You know? What?
Not
Cruz is the
entirely,
best guy.
not entirely sure if we would call ourselves a gang, but fair enough.
Conglomerate, whatever you want to use.
Well, you also have a very interesting bird. Yes, where does this little white raven come from?
He was a gift. His name's Lucian. And I'll let Lucian just wander over to the table. I'll wander closer to them. Don't know where he originally comes from. It was a gift about 80 years ago. He's a good fellow.
It's interesting. Do you know that he has many colored feathers, or a couple at least currently?
Yes, I actually found that out recently. I don't. Yeah.
Blue and orange. Quite an interesting color combination.
He's a magic bird. So, yes, the better he gets, the more colors. Pretty sure.
I can see that, yes.
Yeah.
You should definitely keep an eye on, what he seems to like, on what he seems to crave for that. Quite interesting.
Oh,
Quite interesting bird.
thank you. And I'll just get Lucian to go back onto my shoulder.
As for you, the informant, you seem to have had many dealings with a lot of the criminal underbelly.
I would say that I'm a freelance contractor.
So not many strong ties into any allegiances, you'd say.
Oh no. No, I go where the money goes. As I uncover more and more about what happened to me. I'll be frank with you, I appreciate my freedom and value it highly. Not to say that Cruz isn't someone worth following. I think she's quite wonderful in what I've heard of her, but well, that's about it. I've not met her in person. I don't pledge my life to people that I never see.
Quite a valid ideal. But Cruz is also much more than just a person to pledge loyalty to. There's definitely some level of the group, the collective, This entire district is something that we all strive to fight with and for.
Again, it's just not my style.
When was the
I
last
could see
time that you
this being-
stopped? That you had a chance to just breathe?
Now that I think about it, it's been a while. But from my line of work, time to breathe isn't always a good thing.
Well, when
You
the
wait
festival
too long for something to happen, and things happen you don't want to happen.
Well, when the festival rolls around, I think that'll be enough time to breathe at least a little bit.
Thank you for your consideration.
Take in the sights as well. See who you like, see who you can talk to, maybe who you can relate to in this district. Well, there seems to be someone at the door. And is just a second after she says that, there's just a knock right on the front door. Would you care to get that there?
Sure. Thea's gonna grab a cookie and start eating it while she's walking over there.
Hello.
Hi.
You're one of her people, aren't you?
Who are you?
You don't really need to concern yourself with that. Here's a letter that you might want. You'll know who to give it to.
I am
What does
concerned.
this
Who
individual
are you?
look like?
I'm taking the letter,
as-
but I'm concerned.
As you try to peek, there's a elf, kind of a reddish orangish hair. They have a green sweater. They look on just with there's a soft glow in their eyes of just magenta and green, kind of flickering around, almost just like electricity arcing, but just in the patterns of the iris, just moving. As they're handing a letter, they're not necessarily fancily dressed, but it's a very nice woolen sweater and just regular slacks and shoes. As they kind of just look on into the room, they definitely carry a strong presence of confidence, knowing almost a knowing glance anytime as they look at each of the people inside the room. They seem definitely familiar with you as they look at you, informant, as they kind of peek in and look at you, Drod, as they look at you, Eyes, Thea, and Athel, handing there, and it's just...
Well, he's gonna take the letter, but it's gonna who? It might not concern me, but I still would like to know who you are.
She just they kind of just end up staring, just almost just gently at you, and just a servant. One of nature, yes. Cruz is a servant of the people of the city. I'm one of nature and the world around it. So yeah, give her that letter. See how she feels about it. I know she's coming. The festival is just around the corner. And I don't know when she would next stay at the orphanage or anything like that, so she's a tough person to keep up with, even if you know where to look.
Wait a second. How do you know about the festival?
And then she just they start walking away.
No, I'm gonna try to go after her, but I'm not gonna go all the way out.
Oh, they're walking
Disappear?
gently. They don't disappear. They just keep walking. They don't care. They don't really it's just very much it's very much just the blunt end of just not even ending a conversation, just
walked away.
Anyways, yep, just walked away. Yep.
Okay. He's gonna turn around and walk back in. Look over to the face. Look over the Satyr? Because she's the one that told me there was somebody at the door before they even knocked.
Yes, they
Do you know who that was? By any chance?
No, not yet. We will. We'll know who it is soon enough, I'm pretty sure.
Vague as always.
They
Fear
were
the
pretty
future?
vague as well. The future is often unknown. It goes one way and it goes another. It is very rarely set, especially since the future and time, since that got shattered. But
Okay.
it will be mended soon enough.
Okay then. It's still concerning that they knew where to look for me.
It's very concerning. Yes, dear, I don't really know how they would have known that. Especially mentioning the orphanage just right off. That seems alarming that there might be forces out there that are a little bit more aware. Especially if we are the ones that are unaware of them.
Exactly. I don't know what to do about that information.
Well,
I'm gonna look over to the Verband and be like, what do I do?
It'll be probably time to try and keep people safe. Just because we don't know if they're a threat or an ally. Or if they're just someone who they themselves just want to see that about us.
Maybe? I don't know, I'm concerned. She's gonna walk over, sit down, grab another cookie. Actually, she's gonna give the letter to the Fates. Do you guys want to open it and see what it is? I don't want to open it.
Sure. I take it and I open it.
Okay.
Never mind. You're talking to the Fates. I was not paying attention.
Ain't you blind?
Well, Lucy can read.
Yeah, I can read.
Okay.
Yes, I guess let the bird read. It is fine enough.
Everyone, it's not a well-kept secret.
Do you know Alterish?
Alterish?
Alterish. Yeah.
I know like 3 languages, and they are. My thing isn't loading.
Here, let me check.
But
I do have yours on one of these tabs. You know Fibish and Featherjaw. All right. Yeah, you would recognize it as Alterish, which is a Glade Runner language.
Well, can't read it. I had it back.
Okay. Informant?
It's a Glade Runner language, so if one of y'all can read that.
I can probably read it. I don't. If it's a Glade Runner language, I can probably read it. I just don't want to. Fine, I'll read it. I'm gonna open it. I know it's meant for Cruz, but I'm gonna read it. What does it say?
All right. As you open it, saying it.
I'm gonna read it out loud, so you can say.
Yeah. It's human to be cruel, to draw out death for the sake of enjoying pain. I see no reason for such barbarism. The animal kingdom had it right. No hesitation to kill, but no need to do it unnecessarily. The world has been tainted, turned cruel. Even with the depths of evil and darkness the grass itself holds out there, this city shows the worst atrocities in existence, and it needs to be pruned. Righteous, upright citizens and those who stand in the way of peace shall die, leaving the strong of will and strong of character in their stead to build the new world in light rather than the current darkness. I will not see the new world, but I'll be the last to weed it out. How do you feel about the future of the city? where do you stand? There was also just very much seeming for a dramatic pause. There was, before that last line, just like a large gap in the space.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do this. I guess I'll just have to fold it back up, put it back in the envelope, I guess, or whatever it was in. I don't know what to make of that, so I'll probably just give it to Cruz.
Quite,
Unless you guys know about it.
Quite troubling.
Okay.
We will have to discuss that with her when she comes.
Yeah. Concerning that they knew about where to find me and about the festival and about all kinds of things.
Not just to find you, but to find us as well.
I know Cruz calls you the Fates, but that's only like people around here. No one really would know about you guys, right?
Not really. It is quite a bit of a nickname. We do not exactly go out much. Thornkin would be really the only one who would have known, and he updated the crossroads on where we were, just as you were requesting a meeting. They did not know before then. Do you think you might have been followed?
Maybe, but the crossroads escorted us here, so they would have followed all of us.
The crossroads are trained very much against being followed. It's quite unlikely.
Okay. Well, that's everything. Oh, do you have any healing potions or anything? The Strahd probably needs some.
Oh, yes, dear. Oh, follow me.
Yes, I would appreciate this very much.
And
Come
then
on,
she
Dad, let's
just
go.
walks into the other room. Are you following there?
Yeah, I'm coming. Strahd.
Drod, are you coming?
Yes.
Okay, yes, dear.
Second.
Yes, dear. Okay,
Yep.
come here.
He kind of brushes off like a not insignificant pile of cookie crumbs.
All right, just sit in the chair right there.
Not to be rude, but I do have to go, as I need to make food and take off to go watch a movie. So,
For sure.
thank you all for having me on. See you all later.
Have a good one,
Okay,
there.
bye-bye.
All right. Let's. And then she starts rummaging in the cabinet here. Oh no, not these. Yes, here we go. If you want, drink this. Oh, I have a little bit of a surprise for Cruz here. Come here, Thea. Look at this. We've been sewing this just for months now, trying to get it exactly right and trying to, bet it, have it a bit more enchanted as well. What do you think? Do you think she'll like it?
It's like a cloak, right? It's like a.
Yeah, it looks. It's a red cloak, just fully insulated. In it, there's a bit of almost of a shimmer against the surface right now, as it kind of almost distorts slightly.
Oh, she's gonna grab like the fuzzy part. It's probably really, really soft, right?
Extremely soft, like softer than you knew was possible, kind of thing.
I think she's gonna love it. You guys made it for her. Of course she's gonna love it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't want her to just love it because we made it, but I want her to to love it in and of itself. I hope it's actually going to be, useful. She's had that one cloak for a while now. I feel like it's starting to get a little worn.
Probably. I mean, I remember that one from a long time ago, so probably.
Hmm?
This
Yeah.
one looks very nice and pretty. What did you do to it to make it look so nice?
Okay, so we got a bunch of different fibers from just little different plant fibers from the Glade Farms. So that's what we use for the inside. It seems almost exactly like a fur pelt, but we us, we couldn't really go all the way with actually getting a pelt. So we just had it so it'd be super nice soft soft fibers there, and then the rest is a kind of an underbark. So there's it really ends up getting into some, really fantastical enchantments there. So, yeah, so there's a little bit of a shimmer there that'll help kind of blend in a little bit when she's wanting to go. It kind of refracts light a little bit. And it kind of also does that by using a little bit of ice magic to be able to, use the ice crystals to also kind of reflect that light a bit better, which also helps a little bit against like, fire and stuff like that to help, keep her warm, but he were defended against, getting burnt and all that.
No, I think that sounds like she's gonna love it because it's gonna be useful.
Fantastic. Thank you. And then she kind of leans in to give you a bit of a hug.
I'm gonna hug her back. She's so sweet.
All right.
Drod sitting in the chair like, hello? The chair is not healing me.
It's like, well, did you drink the potion I gave you?
Ah, yes. And then he drinks the potion.
Yep, and you just you get healed for what would that be? 12d6.
12d6. Let me go ahead and just roll that then.
Nat ones,
D6.
nat ones. Oh, and add a X at the end of 1d6 if you're doing it in the chat.
12d6?
Yep.
45.
Awesome.
Oh, so many dice on my screen.
Yep. Anyways, back in here.
Okay. I'm like, John, that thing is so soft.
He's very soft, yes. Not quite as robust as bear pelt, but the ALT was good. Also, we need to go and get back my ALT. I won challenge fair and square.
Okay. You were kind of unconscious, so you couldn't get it before.
Well, yes, but this is normal for challenge. I'm sure Trace put a good fight.
Yeah,
He was
you won
excellent opponent. I like him very much.
You won fair and square, unfortunately, because I owe you too. Nice.
Yes. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
I'll need your help with something.
Excited for it.
You should be.
As I have a bit of a question there.
Yes.
Do you remember your mother?
Of course not. I never had one. What do you mean? I was a ward of the state.
Well, I know the future a lot more than I know the past, but I don't know. Just looking at Lucian, it made me wonder a bit about that question. It's a very nice bird. Here.
Yes.
And she reaches into her sleeve and takes out a what looks like a blue strawberry. It's like, here, have this, little bird.
All right. Lucian goes and takes the strawberry, gives it a big old gulp.
Yes, and if you see more of those blue, what do you call it? Floating things? The weird ones. I'd feel free to fly through them.
Okay.
I don't know what they are, but I've heard good things.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, it is best to take the word of, a random mysterious old satyr lady.
Yeah. Well, you haven't steered me wrong yet.
She
And
is
the cookies were great.
She makes good potions.
That was the fate of the past that gave you the potion, Dread. He's stuck in the fate of the future, which is the satyr.
We all make the
Oh,
potions there.
excuse me. She makes good potions, but I'm sure she also makes good potions.
You'll have to find out sometime eventually. Judge my potions for yourself.
Yes. Most definitely.
Yes. Certainly.
Okay, well, I think that's everything.
Yeah, we have a lot of actually preparations to get through. I really hate to kick you out or anything like that, but you know us. We would just want to just keep talking, which is why we haven't been as talkative this now. Is just because we need to get focused.
It's a lot to plan. A lot of food.
A lot of things to think about. Yes, it's just so many things that could happen, and we want to be able to prepare and improve upon last festival, especially because it happened to rain a little bit. That wasn't great.
No,
Mhm. Oh, it's going to rain?
No, it is not going to rain. We don't have rain at all for the rest of this week.
Oh, nice.
It will be nice and sunny. To be fair, not too cold, not too hot. 2 days from now, perfect weather.
Perfect weather.
Perfect weather.
Yeah. Perfect.
Mhm.
I'm excited. I'll be there. I'm gonna bring my group, even though they're probably gonna cause trouble, but they'll make fun. Okay,
What
so
are you
I'm gonna...
planning to do with Timothy?
Oh, actually, I was gonna ask what you guys think I should do with Timothy. Should I just take him back to the inn with us until the festival, or somewhere else?
He's being searched for everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely know we need to keep him safe.
Mm-hmm. I would assume the orphanage would be a good place, but I don't know. I can leave him here with you guys. You guys are extremely busy, so I don't know.
Well, I'm sure we could take care of him for sure. I do love, having children. Like, what do you think? I think it would be quite nice for sure if you would be welcome to. Yeah. I'm sure the orphanage would also be quite safe right about now. Although there is that one mysterious elf there. We don't know quite what threat they really hold, do we?
No, but they didn't really come for Timothy. Not like the wardens did.
No. Wardens, they are coming directly for him. I'd almost wonder how much they even care about the rest.
Yeah.
Seems quite caught up, Warden himself. I mean, seems quite caught up with Timothy. And that seems to be part of why he cares about Cruz now. Although he didn't know about that connection when he started, when he, made his declaration of whatever you'd even call that.
I'd call it a fantastic declaration and a formidable strategic move that could have had zero drawbacks, and for some reason by powers that be didn't work.
Well, see them.
Cruz just likes to take care of her people and those that need help. And Timothy was all beaten up and was alone.
Where did Timothy? Where did you find Timothy?
Oh,
how did you get into your care?
I was at the safe house up in the richer folk district. And then a purple guy.
That'd be the Gilded District.
Yeah, that district.
Mm.
Then the purple Jadis guy showed up at the safe house that no one should have known about, but he knew, and he knew Cruz, I guess. Well, knew her not by Cruz, but knew her by a different name, I guess. And he showed up with the kid and told me to take it to Cruz and give her a letter.
A different name, you say? We might know who this is then. Quite a good ally to have. If he dropped Timothy off, then himself, then that is also... Timothy definitely is in quite grave... Maybe not danger, but... Yeah, definitely of grave importance.
Yeah, I don't know who it was, but they knew Cruz and knew Safe House, and so I trusted them, and they had a kid that they said I needed help.
Well,
that's how I came across Timothy.
I'd like to ask you, the informant, if you could keep an eye out for the wardens, and for you, Eyes, what way that what do you specialize in? For a blind archer.
Yeah, somebody archer, but I'm gonna. No. I can see through Lucian's eyes, so I get a very good view of everything. How about that?
Well, perhaps if you could gain some of this power of, you said, of Lucian getting better, perhaps you could find a way to keep tabs on Warden fairly regularly. At least until we know exactly what he wants.
Maybe that would cost a lot of people a lot of stuff. But maybe. But actually, I'll look into it, see what I can get done.
Is there a way that we could help you get to that point safely?
Do you have just a lot of expendable people? Like, they're not going to die. That's not the thing. But they have to be expendable.
I think he needs. What do you need? Like spirit or soul or something? He did it to the
Essence.
mayor. He did it to the mayor.
Yeah, no, he's fine. It like drains your energy.
We know of a place that we could send you. We recently heard of. It wasn't the Bogus Pocus. It was someone a lot less threatening, a lot less local, just trying to get a shop, to sell not the greatest of things in this district, to have a little bit not of the greatest control. But we were trying to organize a way to get them taken out. If we send you after them, potentially tomorrow or tonight, maybe you could use them to help fuel you.
Oh, perfect. I do have something planned tonight, but tomorrow. Where's this place?
We'll give you the address and everything.
Right.
We'll send Thorkin your way then at some point tomorrow. And he can bring you right over.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, it's again more socializing, getting distracted. Yes, you said you're busy, you have things to do. We have to prepare for this entire festival, and we're definitely a bit behind schedule with everything that's been happening. It seems, but yes, it's amazing to see you again. It's been too long. Stop by anytime, please.
Will do.
Anytime you're hungry, anything, just stop on. We'll feed you just entirely. Yeah, just.
I know. Just busy learning how to lead people.
You seem to be doing a wonderful job too there. Definitely, I know we're all proud of you.
Well, thank you. It's hard, but I'm trying. I'm trying to make Cruz proud.
I bet she's very proud too, as busy as she also is.
Well, okay, then we'll stop using up your time. I'll leave Timothy with you guys until I assume the festival.
Yes, for sure. Yes, we'll take good care of him until then.
Timothy's gonna look over at Timothy. Timothy, you okay staying? They have cookies.
Timothy's just like he has been like he's standing right beside the table. The cookie tin is right in front of him. His hand is just like halfway in as he looks up. Just slowly takes one and starts nibbling on it, just softly.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. Okay, then we're gonna go to the inn across the tavern.
Oh, yes, the Snowshine. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, we'll stay there. And then I guess Eyes needs something.
Yeah.
Drod needs his booze, and we can rest up.
Don't drink too much, though. You must keep a sharp mind.
Yes.
My mind is very sharp.
I don't know about that.
As sharp as a spoon, yes.
Which is quite.
Is secrets. There is no spoon.
Yes. All right.
Okay. I see you guys. I'm going to go. Let's go, John.
Ethel's just, bye. It was nice to meet you and mysterious. And he also walks out. Thanks for the job and recommendations. Yeah, and then yeah, you guys are then whoosh.
Okay. So.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm whispering this, by the way. He's like,
To yourself or to me?
no, to you, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
So you know how like I got this bird from someone. They have me do things to actually get my eyes back. Wow. So remember that pyromancer I mentioned, the one that like blew up the museum?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're helping me. That's my favor.
Okay. Okay. No questions asked.
We are chasing men with pyrotechnics, Neil.
With fire.
Excellent. This shall be
Here's the
interesting.
This shall be a lot, and
He's under the employ of Dominic. You know, that shadow dude.
Yeah, but the shadow dude was nice. He rescued us.
Yeah, so he may get mad for us. He works for him. So he may be a bit mad that we're going to kill his. I don't know, friend.
No questions asked. Okay, you said that your favor was to kill him or to try to kill him. Because if I go in and we try to kill him and it does not work, I'm not going to try again.
Yeah, let's go with it to kill. I'll take out the vial of poison.
I think poison
We
will
just
kill
need
him?
to get. Yes. We need to get him to drink that. Or I was thinking, dip some arrows in it, get pretty far away, light him up, and have a good old day.
I guess that could work. But, I don't know if poison will do. What kind of poison is it?
I have no clue. I'll take out the letter. This is what they said. I assume would be good enough. The letter says, wow, everything loads so slowly.
Just my concern, because it is tradition during the festival that we do eat some poison plants, but they don't really poison you in small
True.
doses.
But the pyromancer must die. This is a poison. Give it to him at any cost.
Who is this letter from? No questions asked. No questions asked.
Well, I told you, it's the one.
Congratulations, you got yourself suckered into murder with no questions asked.
Yes, I was going to do it by myself, but now I don't have to sneak around.
No, you don't have to sneak around because I have no questions asked. I get it.
Yeah.
I still am concerned on who your employer is, but no questions asked is what I say.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, some elves.
So then why?
Oh, they're from the motherland. You know this. Actually, no, I never mentioned that.
No, you did not. I don't know the motherland, nor do I think that's a good idea.
It's hard to explain. It was before the calamity. You're too young to understand. But
just because I'm young doesn't mean okay.
Orders are ordered.
I'm just saying there's probably a really good healer out there that can do something.
Oh yeah, not if he's dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is happening tonight, or can this wait until after the festival so I can be happy before I do something like this?
Well, I imagine the festival would be like a nice pick-me-up. Because, imagine the stress you'd have during the festival knowing that you have to murder a dude who's...
I would forget about it, and then I'd be good.
Dude. But, imagine, how nice the festival would be, not having that pressure on your shoulders.
Do you even know where the pyromancer is? We are not.
Oh, yeah, he's in Dominic's house.
We are on the other side of the city.
Yeah, and your point is?
Okay. Can we at least rest for half a day? Can we wait until nightfall?
Yeah, of course. That was the plan.
Okay.
I was not going to do this in broad daylight. He runs a theater. We don't need witnesses.
I hope this is a good idea. You know that, right? I just
Oh,
want
it's a miserable idea. But orders
do
are
you want?
orders.
I know, but why do you have to follow these orders?
Because that's how I was raised.
Okay,
You
but
follow
like
your
if
orders.
I'm the boss right now, so if I ordered you to jump off a cliff, would you do it?
I would say how high.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
Orders
John,
are orders.
Yeah, and that's how we found out that our friend may or may not have been a Nazi.
Oh no, definitely. He's not racist though. He's just a Nazi. It's different.
perfect. I'm gonna look over
Yeah.
to John. John,
Sure.
this is
I
moments like
don't
this
hate
where I
people.
like you more.
Yeah, see, John's just saying back, and he's like, if we are going to kill this one, we should not do it with poison. This is cowardice. We kill him face to face, man to man.
My concern
Obviously, I
is
will challenge him.
my concern is that if Dominic knows Cruz, and even if they're on neutral terms, I don't know if I can do this.
Well, it's a bit late to
You know,
say no.
I can only
And
say a different favor.
so how about 2 favors then? Because like
That don't
you said
involve
no
killing.
that.
No, not killing the pyromancer. Would that get away? How about I buy you all the booze you want?
I don't care about booze. I really
Okay.
don't. What?
Okay, let me just think about it. Okay, let me just think about it. I'll get back
I'll
to
give
you.
you some more call.
Okay, it sounds good.
How about this? I do remember while we were at Dominic's house. For some reason, I could actually see him, kind of, while and maybe we should talk to him first. I'll give you that.
Okay, I'm okay with
Then-
that.
If it's convincing or not, I don't know. Maybe on the second go, then
Regardless of if it's convincing, we kill him.
well, no, not then. Like on a second go around, we'll be like, oh, ask him a few questions why he betrayed his country, and you know the
who,
usual.
Who
What is he
betrayed
doing
what
here?
country?
Why am I forgetting the name of my mother country?
Adritus?
Yeah, I was
Adritus,
going to
why
say,
he betrayed
do I
Adritus?
know? Is this the country, Milo?
This is Adritus, yeah.
Yeah.
Agrotus?
Agrotus, yep, sorry.
Yeah, Agrotus. Yep.
Oh, cool.
You guys both know it?
No. Drod is just like do. He has no idea what's like really going on. But he's
okay,
like, we
okay.
can kill people. That's acceptable if it's done properly.
As the only issue with this is that I can't do something like this if it is going to impact Cruz's relationship with Dominic in terms of if they're going to be an ally or an enemy. I can't just push that.
Well, Dominic doesn't have to know. That's pretty simple. Why would he suspect us?
Okay, we could go talk to Dominic, and if you think we could get away with it without him noticing, we could do it, okay? How about that?
Yeah. Well, we're going to talk to Pyromancer, of course, who's general, and he left his country. Like, come on. And it was very clear that he knew that I was from there. So.
Okay. I need to lay down.
You doing all right, Theo? You look a little nervous.
I have a lot to think about. That's what.
Are you nervous about killing somebody from a foreign country, Thea?
I am nervous that this is gonna mess up things for Cruz. I don't care about if he was an enemy of Cruz, I would have done it in a heartbeat. But I don't know.
Fugitive of a country. That's different.
If you can prove to me that Cruz finds the pyromancer as a enemy, then I will go ahead and give him my best shot.
All we need to do is get him
Hello.
dead. Like, it's not that hard. Although he was a general, so he's very powerful.
I'm just gonna keep walking into the end. I need to lay down.
Okay, I'm gonna follow her because I'm pretty sure I'm still tied to her.
Yeah, you are.
Like,
You're still in a timeout. I don't know why I'm listening to you.
yeah,
Oh.
but like, this is the point of the timeout.
No, the point of the timeout, you should not get any favors until you're out of timeout. That's what it should be.
Well, that's not how favors work.
This is an IOU.
Yeah, remember how you said without question, no matter
know.
what
Yeah,
it
there's
is?
no question.
I
Even
know,
Adam chose to die.
I know.
Like,
Trod, I know.
Or
this is literally on you.
yes, you see it without. Actually, Drod was not part of that. Drod's just kind of watching all of this. This
okay.
is Dylan. When it's not an accident, it's just me
Okay.
enjoying the
trying
fact
to-
that someone else is suffering.
Hello,
Hi.
Theo. How is the going?
Hi there. Can I have a separate room from these two?
Separate. Oh, you want how many room? Oh, and they are the ones outside talking also for your friend.
Yeah, they are my friends. Can you give them a room together? And can I have my own room?
So are you gonna untie me then?
Yeah, I'm gonna untie you for the night. I mean, for the day.
Yes. You might find this man interesting there, Drod. This is a decently tall, probably still a little bit short, just shy of 8 foot, tall Jotun. He's definitely borderline elderly. Looks a little frail, a little bit like past his prime. A little bit of a gut. Very comfortable, kind looking eyes. He's like, yes, we can get you three rooms. Would you like usual size? Would you like it more comfortable, or just like day rest?
Day rest, please.
Day rest. All right. For sure. So, would you like to pay after your stay, and we can just add up all the time, or would you like to pay beforehand? And we kick you out.
Beforehand. She's just
Okay.
pulling out, placing it. I don't know how much. How much is it?
Ooh, economy of a room. During this district, it is
Affordable.
500 ek per room.
Sounds good.
All right.
Here you go.
Good.
Yes, thank you. A pleasure doing business. The Halo brother.
Thank you. And I like that you're in is always very nice.
We just got these rugs too. Yeah, we are doing upgrades. Business is very good.
I do like the purple rugs. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, the purple rugs. And if you wish to dance, by the way, we do have the I don't actually know his name. I know he has mask and he plays piano very good. But there are people dancing if you wish to do that at all or listen to piano music. If either of you wish for that, just go into the hall or just head upstairs to room.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. I appreciate the rugs. They are very nice purple.
Thank you.
Just gonna keep walking. She has a lot to think about.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, go away, guys.
You haven't untied me.
I don't even know where you are right now.
Drod is just going to walk up to the guy and then speaking in
Yours?
Yes, you'll be hello and good day.
Hello, good day, brother.
Yes. These lowlanders do not understand concept of honor by challenge. It is difficult relating to them.
It can be for sure. I have benefit of having one foot in each world of combat by challenge, as well as these weird economy of exchange, where these tokens, and he holds up an neck, these tokens, this represents labor of exchange. It is interesting. It is a token. It is a metaphor in physical circle.
Strange. they use metaphor for currency.
Yeah.
Strange.
Yes,
they have
much easier to just use pelt.
Yes, this is what I was thinking also.
Yes. Yes, although must be careful where you get pelt from. There are some, many very animal-like people.
Ah, this would explain there was consternation when I used bear pill.
Wait, yes, this is very interesting, because I have not... it has been many, many years, even since the myth of the animal bear has been told. I've only known people bear.
Oh. No, in my DA there were many such bear.
Hmm. And how old are you then, brother?
Yeah, I believe I've seen 300 Siamers.
That is quite a lot. I thought I was on the older side, and I have not seen even a third of that.
Well, such is the way of things, I suppose.
Yes. By the way, if you do wish to have, there is a traditional blacksmith and cook down the road. It is close by the wall.
Oh,
They know how to cook rock nice and tasty and good for armor. You know, in a nice soft light, but also, you know, strong.
This is intriguing.
Yes.
Perhaps I will partake of this at
Yes.
some point.
You do seem the warrior class, so it would be potentially very good. Rorek's also very much like this.
I was Hunter more.
Hunter, I do not know of the many Jotun hunters anymore. A lot of them retired because they saw farmers and a lot of livestock out in the wild. You know, the big, the dark magic, you know, it really screws with, you know, trying to eat them. Make it a not pleasant food. When Cal tries to bite back, it is ugly.
Yes. Well, I am extremely tired, and I have one challenge for today. So,
I saw through the window. Very impressive. He is a mighty man.
Yes.
Have good rest.
Yes. Good night.
Good night, yes.
And Drod's gonna make his way tiredly, not stumbling, but even though he's got his health back, he's still pretty tired.
Hmm.
Been a full day. Everyone else is going to bed.
And for you guys, are you going to be heading up too, or are you just gonna?
Yeah, I'm gonna head up.
For sure. All right, and then with that, with all of you guys going to rest, and Athel and the informant just, you know, discussing their plans and ideas outside, still on the deck. Which we can assume, Thea, you just were like, hey, there's a room upstairs for you guys. Yeah, with that, we'll end today's session.
Sounds good. You